Hello again, Sneedville. I am Rich Baritone, and once again, it is time for Weed and Sneed right here on Negative 43 KUNT-TV. We are going to start this evening with a video I just released not an hour before. It is a Negative 43 bulletin board about how you, yes, you, can write Tyree Sneed. But I had something pointed out to me after I had posted the video that I think is potentially critical to bring up. It never occurred to me to mention this, but I should, and I'm going to right now. If you write Tyree Sneed, and I strongly suggest that you do not use your correct address. Obviously, this would seem logical, but it was pointed out to me that this was a point that should have been made, and I'm going to make it right now, and I'll make it probably several times during the show. So if you hear this enough to where you say, come on, man, shut the hell up, I have told you enough then. So let's go on ahead with this thing. We are going to start again with a bulletin board on how you can write Ice Monkey CEO Subzero Tyree Sneed. Well, nothing left to do but do it. Enjoy. This is the Negative 43 KUNT-TV bulletin board. I'm Rich Baritone. Ever been to jail? I sure have. It was only a weekend in the workhouse, but take it from me, it's a lonely place. And the long-term guys enjoyed nothing more than mail call. Yes, mail call, the big event of any inmate's day. Most times it's a happy event, but sometimes mail call brings pain. Dear John letters, divorce papers, lawyer bills, and sarcastic greeting cards from people who hate you. Yes, it's time to troll a sitting duck. Send your cards to the address on the screen. And don't forget to put his full name, date of birth, and jail ID number or booking number on the envelope. What type of card? It's up to you. Pride cards, retirement cards, graduation cards, congratulation cards of any type at all. The choices are endless. Try an I'm sorry your dog died card. How about a congratulations on your new home card? Or one of my personal favorites, send him a Valentine's Day card signed, the dude sitting next to you. Or show your creative side. Send him a homemade invitation to his own wedding to Big Bubba. As the Beatles once sang, whatever you do, it's up to you. Remember that Tyree Sneed will show your card to his guard as proof that people are out to get him. As such, we here at Negative 43 KUNT-TV recommend that you just sign your card, as any comment stronger than ha 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 could be problematic. Remember, if it won't make a guard laugh, don't put it on the card, as return addresses are required on all mail by law. Then again, who am I to give you directions about anything? I'm just a roast comedian. This has been the Negative 43 KUNT-TV bulletin board. I'm Rich Baritone. So that was our first video this evening right here on Weed and Sneed. We're going right into the news next. Enjoy.
KUNT, Sneed And now, KUNT-TV Eyewitness News with Rich Baritone.
Good evening, I'm Rich Baritone, and I regret to inform you. Our top story tonight is nothing, as Tyree Sneed's YouTube career has lost all of its momentum, grinding to a halt yet again over the past week and a half. Tyree Sneed has not live streamed in the past 9 days, and it has been 5 days since his last community post as we go to air this evening. We asked two prominent Sneediatricians their opinions as to why Tyree Sneed's YouTube career is near death tonight.
I think the major factor to be considered here is environmental. Tyree Sneed's current environment doesn't seem to include Wi-Fi. This probably means two things. Firstly, this indicates Sneed is homeless yet again. Secondly, I would say Sneed squandered the money he had left from his paycheck pursuing a stock market genius delusion to the point of starvation. It also seems his phone has been turned off. Shitty way to live, if you ask me.
I have a general sense that he may be in what we call the final unraveling. I can explain it best using a baseball as a metaphor. Joey's life is a baseball. The cover came off of the baseball years ago, and the windings that are the baseball itself begin to unravel. This process may take many years. Eventually, the core of the baseball, which is to say the core of Tyree Sneed's psychology, is then exposed to the world. Once the windings that have protected the world from this Jungian nightmare are gone, we can't say for sure what might happen, but we're pretty sure it's going to suck bad. That was Sneediatricians Dr. Joey Dickshot and Dr. Joey J. Puskums. We later asked Dr. Puskums what the J stood for, and he said, and this is a quote, "It means Joey. What the fuck do you think it means?" As a result of a lack of content, as well as a very real sense of having had enough of Tyree Sneed, people are leaving Sneedville in ever increasing numbers for the rural village of Cyrax Corners, located deep in the Hills Eyes region of Purgatory, approximately 43 miles northwest of Sneedville. Cyrax Corners is, like Sneedville, a disgusting place focused on a locale, but former Sneedville residents report that life is funnier in Cyrax Corners. But like here in Sneedville, none of them can find a dentist. The Austin Motor Inn is reporting that an outbreak of bedbugs and lice caused by Tyree Sneed's residency is under control tonight. No exterminators were used to rectify the situation, as the World Economic Forum collected the bugs with the intention of forcing people to eat them. Similar infestations at the University of Texas Super 8 and Budget Inn locations were not collected by the WEF. Rather, the bugs followed Sneed to the Salvation Army Center in Austin, Texas, where Tyree Sneed continues to deny his dire life circumstances tonight. Researchers at Purgatory University this week unveiled an AI composite model of every woman Tyree Sneed has ever been with, based on data gathered after the women had left Sneed once and for all. Here are the results. Note the Betty Page hairdo and the look of deep satisfaction as the simulation enjoys a cigarette after having sex with a real man. There's smoke in your eye. PU researchers are puzzled, however, as to how they created an AI model with a 2-pack-a-day smoking habit. The model was also generated wearing Taft buttons. Taft is, of course, an acronym which means, that's all, fuck Tyree. Finally tonight, we here at Negative 43 KUNT-TV are making contingency plans in the event that Tyree Sneed's current death spiral on YouTube continues on what appears to be its inevitable path of exploding death. KUNT-TV intends to remain on the air, bringing you the very best locale coverage of any station in the entire state of Purgatory. Stay tuned to Negative 43 for further announcements. I am Rich Baritone. This has been Negative 43 KUNT-TV. I'm Witless News. And until the next time, watch your ass. We are 2 videos down, 5 to go here. And what we're going to watch next is the Rich Baritone interview with Dr. Joey Shitstain. Hopefully you enjoy it. I certainly do.
KUNT Sneedville.
And now, KUNT-TV presents the Rich Baritone Interview.
Good evening, I'm Rich Baritone. Sneedville is quiet tonight, just as it has been for the past 2 weeks. This has created a void for Tyree Sneed's trolls and normie viewers alike. The normies are leaving Sneedville in record numbers, and Sneed's trolls have nothing new to edit. However, archaeologists, or in this case, Sneediologists, have uncovered some forgotten Tyree Sneed channels here on YouTube, and the findings are said to be significant. We are now joined by Dr. Joey Shitstain, professor of Sneediology at Sneedville Community College. Dr. Shitstain, welcome.
Thank you, Rich.
Before we start this evening, I have to ask your opinion as to Tyree Sneed's extended absence from YouTube.
I believe it is a matter of finances. It seems his phone has been disconnected and his Wi-Fi access is lost to homelessness and vagrancy. I predict Sneed will live stream tonight, as September 1st is payday.
Doctor, is it possible that someone beat his ass again? If you remember his hiatus during the winter of 2020, that was believed to be ass-kicking related.
That's true. When he returned to YouTube later that year, his nose had a noticeable bend to the right that it didn't have before. Sneed couldn't appear on stream with a broken nose, which explained his 6-week absence at that time. It's also possible that Sneed was finally overcome by his various tooth infections, which have had more than enough time to become full-blown blood infections, resulting in a hospital stay, which would doubtlessly evolve into a psychiatric hold. But again, I must say that I think it's simply financial. It will take an involuntary hospitalization to stop him, and I don't think that's what's happened here at all.
Doctor, what is the significance of the recent rediscovery of the Tyree Sneed channel, Charles Wofford is a Dog Killer?
The thing that is significant about this channel is the hours of content that seem to only exist on this channel. Now, this may very well change as other abandoned channels are examined. With Tyree Sneed's propensity to stream to multiple channels, some of what we are going to examine tonight may eventually prove to be redundant, perhaps even as redundant as Sneed himself. However, it is material that has been deleted from Tyree Sneed's other channels on YouTube, which gives what we will see tonight a certain rarity.
So let's begin with the channel itself. We'll bring that up now on the screen.
As you can see, Rich, this channel is a time capsule of whom Tyree Sneed was obsessed with in that period of the Green Bay saga. Bullets Gotti, J.B. Gunner, Controlla, Jamila, Lycan Theory, Dream stock market gains being all lies, and so on. You will also notice the low number of views each video has. This is because of Sneed's habit of splitting his audience by streaming to multiple channels simultaneously, despite the fact that he doesn't have audience enough for one channel. It makes no sense to anyone, which is why he does it. But thanks to the stupidity, we also have this very rich archive of videos that Tyree Sneed believes he deleted or privatized. It really is quite a find, and there are other channels out there.
So what's the first thing you have for us tonight, Doctor?
We're going to look at Tyree Sneed in his natural element, walking down the street while holding a laptop as he live streams fantasies in an environment that proves he is nothing and a liar, little more than a rootless hobo.
Very good. And now from the video JB One-Tooth Saber-Tooth Tiger, we are the hardest and smartest. Here is Tyree Sneed walking down the street in Green Bay, talking to a laptop like a madman.
Who are people going to want to come watch get roasted? They're going to want to come watch me roast you. They're going to come want to see the exciting Tyree Sneed content where I drill a mud hole through your fat fucking ass. All right, and laugh about it. So it is what it is, man, because I could really care less how people feel or what they got to say. All I know is I am Batman and you are a pissant. You understand? It's that simple. And I make the shit look easy and I make it look good. Thought I told you that we won't stop. Thought I told you that we won't stop. So like I said, these people are mad because they don't know how to build like me. Sorry, actually Section 8, because it's obvious you in Section 8, homie. Real talk. You don't look like this, nigga. You ain't handsome. You disgusting looking. You ugly as fuck. You look like a bitch with Down syndrome. So what do you mean? Do you want some of this work? Did you think that you could do anything with me? Huh? Did you think you could do anything with me? Huh? Did you? Nah. I have your number. You're not going back and forth with me, homie. Use the hoe. You're a whole ass bitch out here. And you don't bother me in the slightest. You know why I would never talk to you, even though you're scared of my panel? You know why I would never talk to you? Because you're irrelevant. I don't know who you are. You're not about anything. I get paid good at work. I'm going to get my first paycheck.
Okay, so he's not going to talk about him because he's not relevant, because he's irrelevant, as he put it, yet he continues to talk about him. I'll never figure it out. I give up.
Very soon, right around the corner. And you're going to shit yourself. I guarantee you, because I'm going to get all my money. I'm going to make sure they give me every fucking hour I work. Feel me? Right? While you sit there trying to attack and assault people, and you tried your hardest to stop someone from doing what's already impossible. And I'm still here.
What the hell is he talking about?
He's crazed, Rich. This video is from the summer of 21, but it could be from any time in the past 13 years. The distortions of reality continue. The threats and empty posturing is the same as before. The only thing that changes is Tyree Sneed's location.
And that only changes when he feels threatened.
His flight instinct is the strongest I have ever seen in a grown man. There does not exist a bus that Tyree Sneed will not board to escape danger, whether that danger is real or imagined. It's certainly not a very clinical way to put this, but Tyree Sneed has a long history of writing checks with his mouth that his ass can't cash.
If I may go back to something you said a moment ago, I thought it was the fight or flight instinct.
He has no fighting instinct at all. You know this, Rich.
Yes, I do, Doctor. I just wanted to hear you say it because it can't be said enough. So what else have you found in this untapped reservoir of stupidity filtered through multiple personality disorders that is the Charles Wofford is a Dog Killer channel?
The next clip I have for you is, in our research, unprecedented in Tyree Sneed's YouTube history, as Tyree Sneed makes contact with a methamphetamine addict.
A meth head? Hanging out online with a meth head? Sneed?
That was my reaction as well, but it's true. This is also the only known appearance by this meth head on Tyree's streams. I am willing to bet that he knows a thing or two about Xanax bars and oxys, and he has probably been in prison for it. What gives this clip its significance, however, is that it is the only known example of Tyree.
Let me get caught up on some hellos. Hello, John Cole. Hello, Fallout. Hello, Mr. Metal Skull Platty. Hello, everybody. If you're in here and you haven't said hi, feel free to do so in the comments.
Tyree Sneed making contact with someone dumber than he is.
That is saying something. I just don't know what. So here is the next clip from the video. Don't ever try to take credit for my victories. It's Tyree Sneed and a drugged out hillbilly.
My name used to be TJ Smith, and I fucking left YouTube, and I don't have no accounts no more. I used to be against you until I realized who you was.
Well, I appreciate
I
that.
realized what the motherfuckers put you through, bro.
Right. Well, still putting me through, yeah.
Fucking Blue Waffle Discharge, as I call her, goddamn sunflower, fuck them all. If you need some information, I got plenty of addresses if you need them.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get, to be honest. I'm trying to get their info like they got mine.
I'm just not gonna play the games they do with it.
I got plenty of it. This is an old phone, and I came under a different account because I deleted my channel. I came under one of my second channels that I remembered that I had, which is Hellhounds Paranormal.
I think I have a loose tooth.
Let's smoke more pot. It'll help you get over it.
We've been smoking dope since we went on the air. Are you sure it's going to help?
Hit up and move on.
And so we will. If you would, Doctor, please tell us about our last clip this evening.
This last clip comes from the longest video on the Charles Wofford as a Dog Killer channel at 11 hours, 54 minutes, and 54 seconds.
That's just astonishing. Watching that entire video to find this clip must have been grueling.
Are you kidding? I clicked on the video at a random spot, and here we are. So we are about to see a display of peacockish narcissism combined with more proof that Tyree Sneed cannot get over any woman ever.
So here is our final clip this evening from the nearly 12-hour stream. Tyree Sneed runs you all. I am Blade. Your jealousy will only help me.
I didn't come from the same walk of life as y'all. I come from a whole nother game. Alright? If you want to be legit and real, if you can't see what that picture right there is telling you, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Obviously, y'all ain't got a gangster bone in your body. It ain't a movie. It ain't fake. That's my real life, what you witnessing right there. Right? That picture says it all right there. You know exactly what that picture is saying. Nigga, you know exactly what time it is. And if you don't, you need to stop fronting like y'all on this street shit, because y'all ain't about that. Y'all ain't about no murder games. Y'all ain't about nothing. Y'all motherfuckers just talk a lot. You gotta understand, I come from...
Now that he mentions murder game, he's been claiming to have caught bodies for years and years and years. I think just for the fun of it, they should question him about a few things. You know, why not?
On the street. I come from that shit. I've been living that shit. So when I came on YouTube, I wasn't conditioned for this shit. Never have been. Still ain't. But I understand the game now. I understand how it works, and I understand what's going on. Feel me? Ashes got hounded out and could not take my dick and queefed all over my penis repeatedly and said, I don't care, keep fucking me. She loved this penis. She loved this dick. And that is a fact.
What is it with him and pussy farts? I don't get it.
I'm not a sneediatrician. I'm a forensic sneediologist, a historian, and an archivist in the history of Sneedville. Having said that, I can say as a layman that to me it means he doesn't understand dynamic, shall I say. Either he blew air into it while frustrating his partner with incorrect oral sex, pulled out repeatedly, or his crank is the thickness of dental floss, pumping air into the promised land like a one-way valve. Why are you looking at me like that?
Seems a little over-explained, Doctor.
I think we're done here.
It just so happens we are out of time. Dr. Joey Shitstain, thank you for the content we needed here.
My pleasure. I gotta do something with this useless shit.
Thank you again, Dr. Joey Shitstain. I am Rich Baritone, and I will see you next time on the Rich Baritone Interviews. And that was the Rich Baritone Interviews right here on Negative 43. I believe what is up next is the meat of the case he has against him in Green Bay. And it's Tyree Sneed's death threats to Jenny.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now to take back what you just said, or I'll put a bullet through your head. This is your last warning. Take back what you just said. That's what I just tried to prevent. I told you not to start this. I will buy something and go put it through your head. Last chance. Take back what you just said. That's all you got to say. I take it back. Either do it or I'm going to put a bullet in your head. Take back what you just said.
Tyree, calm down.
Take back what you just said, pussy bitch. There's a green light on your head. I'm putting money on your head. Send it to the courts. You're not gonna fucking tell me reality's not reality. Get the fuck off my computer. I don't have to take your delusion.
Tyree, it's reality. It was on the
Take back what you
news.
said or I'll smoke you. Take back what you said, stupid bitch. Take it back.
On Chicago Street, that was on the news.
Take it back, you stupid fuck.
No one was plotting to kill you on
Take
Chicago
back
Street.
what you said, right? And I'm gonna kill you for what you just said.
It was
Take
on
back
the
what you said.
news.
Take back what you said, bitch.
It was two different people. Makes no sense, because if anybody was trying to put a hit on him, the cops would know that. He wasn't attached to that at all. There's a lot of people that live on streets. Just because there's a shooting on a street doesn't mean the other people that live in the other homes or apartments are involved. If anybody ordered a hit on you, that would be traced easily. So Tyree, you're not in reality. You make no.
Hey, all I know is you gonna die. That's the only thing I know. You have one option. Take back what you said or I'll put a pistol in your mouth. What do you want to do? Take back what you said, stupid bitch. Or you and your fuckers will get murdered. Take back what you said.
Can
You
I
don't
just
dictate
say
reality.
something?
Shut the fuck up, homie. You a little bitch. You don't know nothing about my politics on my block. Shut the fuck up.
I know
Stupid
Chicago
bitch.
Street. I've
Take
lived
back
in
what you
Green
said.
Bay all my life.
Okay, and you're dead. That's a fucking promise. I've been here all my life. You've been a little bitch on Section 8 your whole life, hiding
No,
inside.
I haven't.
You are not hooked up. You are not gang, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
Tyree, nobody was trying to get to you on
pussy.
Chicago
You a pussy old
Street.
lady. You a pussy old lady. Keep saying something, I'll kill you over. I said to shut the fuck up. Take back what you said, or
I'm
I'm
just
putting a bullet in your
saying,
brain.
just
Take
because
back
there's
what
a
you said.
shooting
Take
on
back what you
Chicago
said.
Street doesn't mean they were looking for you.
Homie, I didn't ask
I
you.
had a
You
shooting
don't
on
dictate
my
that.
street.
You don't know anything about what you're talking about.
That is indeed a very, very good question. And the answer, as far as I know, is no. I have no comments from Jenny yet. I'm sure they'll be forthcoming, though, so stay tuned.
Had a shooting on my street, and I'm not saying that they were targeting me.
Okay, but you're gonna be targeted now because I'm gonna get you and I'm gonna fuck you
But
up. I'm gonna
Tyree,
put my headphone
they
up
were
and down your
on the
throat.
news.
I promise you, you're gonna die. I promise you.
The guy was going
Don't
after
just take back what
somebody
you said.
else. It was
I
a
don't give a fuck.
completely
You can either take
different
back what you said or die.
scenario.
You can take
It
back
was
what you
a
said or
drug deal gone bad, completely two different people.
You don't know anything about what's going
They
on.
weren't
I'm
looking
telling
for you.
I know and you don't. I know and you don't.
You
Stop.
don't know.
Stop. Yes, I do. I know everything. Stop talking and take back what you said.
It was a random drug deal gone bad.
Yeah,
The guy
it
got
was.
shot.
Sure it was. That's why
It
you
had
just asked me
nothing to
about-
do with
that's why
you.
just asked me
They
if that
were
was the
two
address.
black people.
Listen to yourself. That's why you just asked me if that was the address.
What? It was on the news. You even told me about it.
Right, and you just asked me to deliver something to the address.
What?
Do you know that? You just asked me to deliver something to the address of the shooting. You moronic fuck. You said that's my address.
I said on Chicago. You told me the address.
Right, what is it? Let me go ahead and get this on tape too.
No, honey,
What's
you
that?
told me
What's
where
that
you.
address?
Honey,
What's that?
we took a
14,
lift
15, right?
there.
What's that address? 1415, right? Y'all put a hit on my life?
Dude, we took a lift to your place. Remember?
1415. Right, you said 1415, right? You know that's where the shooting was, right?
It wasn't at that address.
Yeah, it was. Look up the article. 1415.
No, it was not.
Oh, wrong. Your information's incorrect because that's a fact, and I'll die over it. 1415. Look it up. On my life.
No, it
is
was not.
1415.
It was two different people.
You just asked to deliver something to 1415. That's a fucking drive-by.
What are you talking about?
The information on the article you're talking about is 1415. Why are you arguing? I'm not asking.
That can't be.
Oh, that can't be. Well, it is, stupid bitch, and I'm turning this into the police, and you're going to prison.
Well, I'm not behind that. And the shooting on Chicago was completely two different people.
Bitch, you tried to kill me. Get off my dick. You tried to kill me. I'm telling you to stop.
I did not.
Shut the fuck up and stop yelling on my laptop.
And those were other people, not me.
You hear my words clearly. I'm not going to yell with you. Get off my laptop and stop fucking yelling, you stupid psycho bitch, or I'll kill you.
How come me and Lee were talking about that shooting then?
Bro, the Lee don't know you. You don't say that name. None of these people fuck with you. You stay out my business or I'll kill you. Stay off my laptop. Stop talking. I'm giving you one last chance to take back what you said and stop. Are you going to fucking cooperate or not?
I'm saying you and I took a lift to your place. That's how I knew where you lived. No one put a hit on you. You're weird. God damn.
Your right of talking is taken away. You're on my laptop trying to create a yelling fest because you want to fuck up my life and my job. Stop talking or I can't have you on here.
I'm just saying I am clean. I'm not behind it. My God, this guy needs help. Lord, help this man. How can a shooting at 1415 Chicago Street? What? He's delusional. Nobody was there to shoot you. What the fuck? It was a completely different place. God, you're out of your mind.
That's true. He is absolutely out of his mind. And I have more proof for you right now. This is the first of our 3 feature presentations here tonight, right here on Negative 43. It's time for a little Weed and Sneed. And we're going to watch the first video that he live streamed when he left Green Bay. Yes, this is Tyree Sneed on a bus running like a little bitch, claiming that he's doing anything, but it's a genuine classic. 50 minutes and 34 seconds. Here we go. Yes, indeed. Sayonara, bitches. Beaches, I suppose. And by the way, he misspelled sayonara. I'm assuming most of you know that. Let me see if I can't find some content. That would really be good. And here he comes. Edward Hurley, everybody. Good evening, sir.
and free. How's everybody doing out there? How's all my adoring fans? Can you hear me, fans? Can my fans hear me? Can you hear me down there, peasants? Can you? Huh? Did you really think that you were gonna win? Look at them, they mad. They mad over there. I'm glad they mad. Look at them, they mad. Yep, told you. Yeah. Did you notice that just a couple of weeks ago, I had about 5,000 something shares? You notice that little trick or treat? That little trick up my sleeve. That little trick up my sleeve, like Tyree Sneed always do, the elusive Grandmaster Tyree Sneed. Not the Grandmaster Trump, but the Grandmaster who knows of the whole enchilada bitch. Isn't that just fantastic that I went from over 5,000 something shares to 10,955? Never repeat that number again for the deaf, dumb, and mute. 10,955. If my stock goes up $1 on peasant broke bitches, I make 11K. When it goes up 2, I make 22K. When it goes up 3, 33 grand. When it goes up 4, 44, and so on and so on. This stock will reach $16 mark in all my life. I predicted it. And I moved it the research, and none of you know it, and you can't steal it from me because you're stupid. Capiche? So this is not an optical illusion. As usual, I am winning. You understand? I love it, man. I love it. I love that you, man. Oh, I'm sorry. You answer to me. I don't answer to you. Yeah, those days are over. Weren't y'all in chat saying something about that I was controlled? Who controlled me? Who? You? You control me? That'll be the day. That'll be the fucking day. Oh, and by the way, yeah, you do understand that I got a whole bunch of lawsuits coming, right? And that now you can't play your same old bullshit card because that's what the fines were for. Paid them the full $800. I'm completely clear and straight. That's right. Just like I told you, ain't no court. When you got money, it's just money because that's all they want. Look how mad they are. Look at them project. This is what they do all day, along with that weirdo bitch that we ain't even going to talk about because you waste the fucking time. You waste everybody's time. You're irrelevant. Keep on hating. Look how mad they is. Look at them. Let me see. Let me see how Christina feels. You know this about me. Number 2, nobody controls me, much less than Hope. Okay, much less than dark piece of shit. Who doesn't mean shit and is a failure at life and weak and living in fear. And that would be your problem. It's no longer my issue. You understand? Am I happy about it? No. I'm not happy about it. I think that it's really sad and a tragedy if you want me to be real, and I'm not going to do what you do and go back and forth and say negative things about you, even if you are a negative person and all in your life is negative. I'm not going to stoop to your level. You understand? But what I will say is that I have a couple of videos here that, you know, kind of turn your whole bullshit around upside down, right? Like the people who are slandering my name live. So I just answered and responded to your slander. You remember when you were saying, I'm going to let the whole world, you don't know the whole world. The whole world will never listen to you. Nobody even fuck with you. That's number 1. Number 2, make sure that if you say something, you back it up. Capiche? So point being, I actually have video evidence, okay, to turn your whole shit around because everything y'all said wasn't true. You understand? So I followed your shit. I paid it right away. Wasn't nothing. Ain't nothing to the boss. To the boss, pretty darn. Ain't nothing. Okay, got that out the way. So now you ain't got no hold anymore. Now I'm not in your prison. Now I'm not in your trap that you were trying to get me in your fly trap. Okay? And I have full documented evidence of you people following me around, gang stalking, harassing me, trying to control my life, create blockages, right? All of you are getting sued. All of you are going to prison. There's nothing funny about it. I have it on video what y'all are doing. That's right. I also have on video me being assaulted. That's right. Understand? Let me rephrase that. I don't have it on video me being assaulted, but I have it on video like showing the obviousness that I was assaulted.
Well, let me get you caught up there, Edward. First of all, we watched a video that I put out earlier today suggesting that everybody send a card to Tyree Sneed. And there was a point I did not make in the video that I needed to make, which is, should be obvious. Don't put your real address on the envelope. Don't even put your real name on the envelope. That's basically all you missed. We went over that video and the interview video and the last I'm Witless news video I did. And here we are now listening to this guy shit out of his mouth. A lot of fun.
You understand? Which is irrelevant to me because, like, I don't run the fucking police and I don't press charges on people. It has nothing to do with that. I'm just building the case. That's all I'm doing. But it proves my point. It proves that people's intentions are completely malicious, that they're faking and fake crying, fake playing victim, trying to yell and scream and make up stories and get me in some kind of trouble when I'm not even doing anything. You understand? Go ahead and project. That's fine. So you see, these people are the people who tried to do this to me. And number one rule over here is none of you are coming over here if you have anyone on your panel who participated in these acts against me. It's not funny. I'm not laughing. I'm not entertained. So to Mimi, one, okay? To Mimi, look how mad they are. Look how mad they are. Right? Say some shit that makes no sense that you can't hear. So again, to the Mimi one, if Mimi want to come over here and be cool, I exposed these people and I told you what they were doing. And you're vouching when you have them on a panel, you're co-signing gang stalking and harassment. Understand that. The fake talk don't work no more, honey. You can fake talk all you want. It don't do nothing over here. I don't care what y'all say, man. Y'all delusional. Go get help, honey. The fuck? There's a clown bitch that just came in the chat. Go get help. That's what you need to do. Go get help. And nobody's going to silence me. I'm going to run my mouth and say everything I'm going to say. And I got money and I back it up. And I back my shit up. And I did for over 15 years and told everyone who had an issue to come see me. And that's all this about. This is about the gang and what we're supposed to do here. And I'm not here to impress anyone, much less do I care what y'all think. I don't care what y'all think. I'm not battling anybody on here who's a clown. Y'all don't bother me, but I bother you. Feel me? Oh, you ain't laughing. How you gonna laugh if you lose? You ain't laughing, and you can't get in my head to make me think shit that don't exist. You're delusional. Did you hear what I said? It's like I've been saying for over 15 years. All y'all are delusional if you want to be real. You understand? Oh, by the way, I quit your bullshit job, and I'm gonna completely go in on this. I'm gonna expose they whole shit in good time, and I'm gonna do it the right way. I'm smart, but yeah, I'm gonna expose everybody. How everyone is a narc. Everyone's a narc piece of shit. Everyone was lying. I called them all out, stood on my position, told one of the managers straight up directly, you're full of shit, right? And then he wanted to try to do the same trolling shit and pretend like he was going to do something, and he knew exactly where I was at, and I told him, pull up. Did you pull up, sir? Did you? No, you didn't pull up, did you? You know why you didn't pull up? Because you can't. Because y'all ain't fighters. That's why y'all sit there and play the pussy game, and then y'all get on phones and sit there and want to pretend and talk. You understand? But what did I tell you? I told you I'm from Texas. You understand? I don't care what you have to say. Get out of here. Type to yourself. Your typing don't bother me, huh? You don't have no say-so in life, man. You ain't big. These some people who broke down druggies and they got a big ego. And they want to act like they can just control other people's lives and shit. You can't do nothing with me. I'm free as a fucking bird. You ain't worried about shit.
Oh, yeah?
That was a hell of a stop. So, like I said,
Ladies and gentlemen, please take a moment to just absorb the glory that is the blouse. It's a blouse. It's not a shirt. It's a blouse. It looks so good on his dainty goat-like shoulders.
it's all chill from here on out. I got me these headphones. Bluetooth. They work real well too. They loud as shit. I need to get four and start charging. But point being, I beat you. I always beat you, and it's always.
All right, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Team Baritone. Obviously, I'm a fan.
It's gonna be the same thing. I'm just gonna always win and always beat you, just like I always have. So don't talk too soon. How would you be laughing? Explain that to me. You laugh, you ain't laughing. That's what the point of trolling is. You try to pretend and put fake, like demonic energy in the air that you can't, but it doesn't exist. I don't care what you type. Did you hear me the first 3 times? I'm not gonna repeat myself. Type. So, like I said, I don't care what y'all say. Never did. I don't answer to you. I'm the one who runs shit, and I made that clear. And all your bitches bow down to me if you want.
How old are you, Fallout? I'm 61. Yes, sir, I am. I'm old now, but it does mean that I was young in the 70s, and all I can say is you missed it, and I feel sorry for you.
I want to be real, and they all want me, right? Just like they pursue me right now. I wish they could be with me, right? And I'm not interested. You a clown. I can get any one of y'all I want. Yeah, I'm cool with Christina. I'm talking to Christina. Why wouldn't I be? You know what I mean? Hold up.
Ah, yes, the paranoia delay. Somebody just came by. Looks like he'll be back any second, but I can't wait. I have people here that need to be entertained, and right now he's not doing that. Continuing to creep forward. Come on. This is always a problem of live streaming him because you could get stuck at any time with God knows how much dead air. Like now, for example. Okay, now all he has to do is turn his microphone on. I'm going to shut up and wait just like you.
I'm the man. I'm winning. I'm getting everything completely perfect. Oh, by the way, like anytime that I want, I've already got the whole network set up. So I already took over Green Bay, Wisconsin. I already took.
I have to stop the show for a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, Fallout is 68 years old. I'm 61. I thought I was, in fact, the old man. Believe me, when you're 61, you're glad to find anybody that has seniority over you age-wise.
It over. It's in my pocket. So I can go there anytime now. So I'll be popping up. Go see the Packers play. Go Pack, go. I'm not a Packers fan. Fuck the Packers. You know, fuck Green Bay. How about that? But point being, I'll show up and I'll pop up. You know what I'm saying? For shit. You know what I mean? I don't care how you feel, man. I don't. I'll be going.
My first concert was Jerry Lee Lewis, April of 1972. What a way to start. He was in the middle of his country career, but the second half of the show was nothing but rock and roll. I will never forget the end of the show. He stands up, he slams on the door to the piano keys until it comes off. Then he stands on top of the piano and holds it over his head as women my mother's age throw bras and panties onto the stage. It was absolutely insane. If you've never heard Jerry Lee Lewis live at the Star Club, go do that Well, not right now. Wait until I'm done.
Going in there playing the games too. And if you give me any issues, my lawyer will just sue you. That's right, because I'm a hammer. Can you do that? So I ain't gotta talk. I ain't gotta talk about the future. I ain't gotta wait on shit. I got my whole shit together. You said something on here about home. Home? You funny. Homie, I got multiple homes. That's the part you forget. You don't know where I'm going. You don't know what I'm doing. Why do you think I'm here showing you? You don't have a clue where I'm going. You don't have a clue what I'm doing. At all. And you never will. Because I'm limitless. I can do it.
Looks like I may be sidetracking on concerts this evening. Sly and the Family Stone, that's got to be quite a first show. Sly and the Family Stone in the Woodstock movie, for me, is the greatest performance ever. I've never seen anything else that was ever filmed that even touched it. My opinion, of course. Now, back to the fun.
Whatever I want. I could travel this whole goddamn country right now. Come on. By the way, y'all better hit the Cash App because this is one hell of a show. Capiche? Why is it that when I was in the vicinity of all these people on YouTube, why do they act soft? And why?
Ladies and gentlemen, there can be only one. Say hello to the real Tyree Sneed.
How do y'all get on YouTube and try to pretend like you got your chest out like you something? Just a bunch of dummies. A bunch of dummies who ain't built nothing. You feel me? I don't know what that means, homie. But whatever. You can't do nothing with me. You're trying to pretend you're God. You're not God. You can see whatever, layovers, whatever the fuck you're talking about. I don't need shit. You don't know anything. You have no clue what's going on. I think it's funny. If you want me to be realistic, you'll never know where I'm at. You'll never know where I'm going. You don't have a clue what the fuck I'm doing. You don't know where I'm at. Period. Even if you did, why would it matter? What you gonna do? Call the butthurt police? Call them. What are they gonna do? Do you think I'm illegal? You can't exist. I can exist. I can talk all my shit on here, and I can say the truth. And that's what y'all little butthurt bitches got a problem with, is the truth. That's why y'all get on here and you call the butthurt police. Some clowns tell me that shit works when you try to control the environment. You don't control this.
14 people in the box, as you kids say. Hello if I've missed you. And if you haven't said hi, please do. We're a friendly bunch around here.
This is real life now. This is reality. We out of that. I got out of your hamster cage. You never controlled me. That bitch tried to sit there and literally act like I was in a prison. Well, since when? Talking about like, well, you gotta stay there. Yeah, I'm gonna stay somewhere that cuts overtime. That makes a lot of sense. Hey, Yuri, how are you? I'm gonna stay somewhere that cuts overtime. Listen to the businessman to me. I made all the money I needed out of it. I already got what I needed. They've made everything impossible for me. No one helped me. No one in that whole city. Everyone's a piece of shit there. I don't like nobody there, basically. Like, there's a couple of people, but other than that, everyone's a piece of shit. Period. So, what you gonna do about it? Nothing. You don't scare me. And your pigs don't scare me. That's why I put them in their fucking place. You was talking about you was gonna request the tapes. Go request them. Because I'm a damn sure get them. My lawyer's going to grab all those tapes. And it's going to be funny as hell how I son your tapes. I made them look stupid, how they kept lying. I proved that they're trying to set me up and totally to their face and they put their head down. Remember that? Remember how y'all threatening me every day at my job? Literally.
I have to say something at this point about Yuri-san. I had no idea who Yuri-san was. I do now. Yuri-san is none other than the American Dream. Yes, that's right. Yuri-san is the American Dream. Was just made aware of it. All the fun we have here.
Threatening me every day, holding me hostage. basically, literally every single day at where I live, and you think I'm supposed to feel guilty or like I'm a criminal for what? For speaking out on the truth? You can never silence the truth, Moses. You can never silence the righteous. You can never conquer a righteous mind. You ain't laughing. That's right. Be quiet. That's what y'all should do. You should learn to shut your mouth. But I know you're butthurt. I know you're gonna project just like that bitch tried to do in my face. And y'all are corny. What's the point?
Hello, everybody, and hello, DZ. How you doing tonight?
I'm still living my life. I'm still happy, smiling. You're not living a life. You're just not even existing. You're living in fear. Capiche? I tried to help you. I mean, if you want to be real, I took care of that piece of shit, ungrateful, inhumane piece of shit, abusive, crap bitch through her surgery. Y'all ain't say thank you. Just like I took care of Ashes and was good to her. She owes me money too. Both of them owe me money.
Now that you mention Dream, I understand that in order to avoid homelessness, the American dream is about to move back home with his mom at the age of 50. The humiliation must be unbelievable, unspeakable.
You need to pay me. I don't gotta ask for shit. It's the right thing to do. If not, karma's gonna fuck you. I ain't worried about it. Like I said, I helped you through a whole surgery. Was taking off your patches, on your bruises, for your liposuction, because you're fat, right? And your kids are fat. So you wanted to fix that. You didn't fix it. You just basically made chopped bologna out of yourself, right? That's all you did. And now you got to take blood capsules every day and report back how much blood is in the capsule.
No, I don't suppose that it turned out to be a house. It turned out to be an apartment. And he's about to lose it because Cindy left him. He's a hopeless alcoholic. I think he got fired again. I can't really say. I don't follow Dream, but his life is going down the toilet. It may be time for another attempted suicide by cop video for much longer.
Shit's crazy, man. Y'all do understand that you're not doing anything to me, and I'm not responsible for you trying to get on here and misquote me. I'm not scared to open my mouth. I'm not scared to talk and do my show, nor is it illegal. And you ain't never gonna intimidate me and pitch me, suck a dick. How's that? Is there any more clear than I can be? I'm a targeted activist. Homie, I ain't shut up. I didn't sell my soul to Illuminati. All y'all fucks did. I'll never participate in your gay rocks and leaves. I'm better than all the name fighters. I'm bigger than all the stronger than them. And that's what it is. And I'm leading the real movement. I'm the pioneer of this shit. I'm just the truth. You can't punish me for being the truth. Y'all tried and it backfired. That's why you can only take it so far. That's why you have to resort to fucking gay-ass citations, which eliminates that whole threat word you kept saying, which is you who's threatening me, and I have all proof, and they wouldn't even look or listen because they ain't serving the law. They're serving injustice, and I'm going to sue them for it, and they might do time. That's right. Nick might do time because we live in a corrupt country. Green Bay police force is corrupt as shit, and they scared of me. I looked them all in their little beady eyes and screamed on y'all, son. So who won? You notice how I stood my ground though and everything, right? I'll tell some bitch, right? I was by myself, though, right? Y'all set me up.
Hold it. He said, you notice how I stood my ground about everything as he sits in a bus and the state of Wisconsin gets smaller and smaller behind his ass. I'll bet right now he wishes anything at all, would get smaller and smaller behind his ass. I'm just saying.
You shot at me, right? Right? She was saying the exact address that shooting happened at, correct? Right? The address you thought I was at, correct? So you put a hit out for me. I have the emails. I don't know if I still have them, but I remember you sending the email at that time. These little trolls, that little bitch ass dude, the troll, threatening me, saying we put big money on you. That's what he said. He said he was putting big money on my head. Remember? So no, I'm not scared to talk about anything. I'm a renegade. You bring it to me, we solve the issue. Capiche? So no, it's actually not illegal. What y'all did is completely illegal, and you took shit completely out of context and made up shit off the edited clip. Okay.
9 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on negative 43 KUNT-TV, Sneedville Purgatory, now serving Tonga.
Which is me defending my life from gang stalking and harassment. And you serve fake citations. And my lawyer's going to get you in court for it. And the judge is going to have to look at all this evidence and either shit himself and go fuck himself, or he's going to have to do the right thing and punish you, meaning that police might do some time. Because you lied on me. Yes, you did lie on me. You can't twist what happened. Nope, I actually have the documentation where 6 million times I asked the same people.
So the tear in the fabric of time leads to a protective custody cell. You heard it here first.
An individual to get off my phone nicely. Anyone pushed to that limit is going to snap because you have to. See, if I keep harassing someone and I don't let them breathe, they have to defend themselves. So you're forcing a fake threat. That's not a tangible threat.
It's Frost, everybody. It's Frost. The party starts now.
In a court of law, if you do your research, because the man warned you over 6 million times. So no, you're trying to twist the law. Yeah, that's why you didn't have shit, and I just paid it like nothing. It ain't no problem. I'm not gonna go into your system with no defense and let you just fuck me. No, I'm gonna come out here and see the court is not owned by y'all. The court's owned by me because it's spiritual court. My spirit's running this shit, not y'all. If you can't see, can you see? Can you see me now, Mo? Can you see me now? Huh? Huh? Green Bay PD, suck my whole dick. Can you see me now? That's what I thought.
This kind of stuff makes me hope against hope that the Green Bay Police Department actually extradite this guy. I don't think it'll happen. I mean, we are talking about misdemeanors. But after all of the shit that he's talked about GBPD, I think they'd love to have another talk to him, but that's just me.
So see, when you got people like that bitch, that big ass kitchen manager talking about.
Hello, Pam, and the real French dose. I don't believe I said hello to you. I did now.
Getting on the phone, and I just put him in his place and just tell him reality, homie, I did all your work there. I washed all your dishes. And I'll send you the link if you want, pussy. Because I sent you, I owned you, and I told you what it was. I really bring drama. I'm really about this shit. So I just told you the reality. I just told you, hey, look. It don't make no sense. Capiche? I'm who helped you out. I did you a favor.
The greatest freeze ever.
I did you a favor, Patty Cake. Okay? And you know exactly what I'm talking to. You understand? And then I cheat you, and then I told you to pull up, and you wouldn't. I don't do no front. I don't do no front. You knew exactly where I was. Right? Because Tony knew where I was. Because Tony dropped me off, and Tony picked me up. And you said, and you know where I work at. Right? Hi. That's a hide, but that's all that's top down for me. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the link so you can watch me publicly expose not only your entire company, okay, that you allowed people and police to harass me the entire time I was there, which is your job not to, right? That you brought.
Yes, time will certainly tell. This story is a long, long way from over.
Drama to me that I had nothing to do with, right? Which is half the reason why I screamed on you to put you in your place, right? No, everything I do is not just wrong. No, y'all are coming at me and y'all are breaking the law, and you're gonna be punished for it. Period. And it might not be in a court of law. It might just be spiritually by karma. But look at me. Look how pretty I look. Look how happy I am. I ain't got to do nothing. The things people tried to do to me come back to them. All of it. It's all coming. So I don't have to worry. But you do. I don't care what you know. I don't care who you call. You understand? Keep making false police calls and see where it ends up, because it's going to land you in prison. Making false police calls on me ain't going to do shit to me. They just going to look at me and walk away. Ain't no reason they need to be bothering me. Every time they do, I document the shit. You got that? Yeah. I don't think you want to fuck with me. That's what I think. Didn't y'all say that I was going to have a day? Well, I don't, and I never will. Didn't you say that I was going to go to court? No court when you just pay simple fine, basic bitch. Are you that slow the way you are? I forgot your arm. It's retarded. Right? No, there's no court if you pay your fines. That's the point of a fine. It's just a citation. It's like a traffic ticket. It's measly chump shit. Fuck. So everything you try with me failed, and I beat you. I made sure that you didn't stick no warrants on me. You didn't fuck with my record. You just proved that I am everything I say I am. I don't play about harassment. Don't ever give them this fucking advice. I don't care who you are. You understand? And for the rest of the shit, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? All y'all do is twist what I'm saying. You sit there saying you're making me look crazy. Now, since when? It's all in your mind, homie. Y'all deluded. You can't lock me up if I ain't doing nothing for you, and I never do. You can try to harass me, and I document it, and then you get sued. And I mean, any police station, any jurisdiction, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. The lawsuit shit is no problem. You understand? See, they have to do their job. They don't go on any place. They have to have.
And here he is, everybody's favorite Viking. Will you welcome that guy to the show?
The entire footage and circumference of the situation and investigate and see what's going on. The videos I got right here showing insane bitch. It's completely out of her mind, fake yelling and screaming. When somebody's literally just asking them to please stop yelling and screaming, trying to set someone up who's not doing anything. They're just standing there trying to be nice to you and help you when you don't deserve it. See, no, you don't make sense. No, nothing you're saying exists. None of you. And that's why I told that piece of shit kitchen manager what it was. No, what you're saying actually doesn't exist, and you're out your mind. Capiche? That's all I told you. And you got mad? I don't care that you're mad. Right? And I told you to do something and gave you my location and ability to pull up. And you said, well, you know where I work at. Right. You're not going to do anything where you work at. And I damn sure don't need to do shit. So you copped out and you ran. Right? Because you were the one who started talking like you was tough. Where's it at? Show us, fat fuck. Show us, fatty. Because what you really is just a dark bitch. You don't know what he's talking about. Why don't you tell the people the truth that I carried your restaurant on my back, little bitch?
Two new arrivals. Will you please welcome Katie and Southsider 619 to the show? Now let's get back to Tyree Sneed derping about being a dishwasher.
That I did all the work for you? Yeah, that I was the only dishwasher you had who carried the entire restaurant on my back, though? Why don't you talk about that? Appreciate it, Bird Boy. Why don't you talk about that, little fatty? Why didn't you say that? Why didn't you tell me the truth? Why y'all keep lying? Why you don't say the truth? Why didn't you say the truth? What's wrong with y'all saying the truth? Because I don't need Yarn's validation. It don't do nothing. Hey, I'm out here living my life with my man. Hit the cash in. Hey, Burger Boy, you want to flip sides? You want to support over here? Hit the cash in. It ain't free. You understand? It's just basic arithmetic. It ain't difficult. It really is. It ain't never been difficult. This whole situation is both. Look at everything they threw at me. They threw every spear, every weapon they possibly could at me. Everything that they possibly could. And I'm completely untouched. Completely. Isn't that amazing? I think it's amazing. I truly do. I think it's absolutely amazing.
I will say this about dishwashing. When you're 15 and 16 years old, if you're dishwashing in a very busy restaurant, you're going to learn how to work. You will find out personally in a very short period of time whether you're a lazy fuck or not. It's a very, very good training ground, as to show you what it takes to hold on to a job and what work means. Obviously, he never got it. Yep, I used to walk 10 miles to school too. Fuck me, I'll shut up.
Days. And see, now they don't have anything to say. Can you do math? I know y'all are really slow, but can you do any kind of math? The stock's not going to go up $1. It's going to go up at least 16 to maybe 100. I made it. I ain't got to worry about money, maybe like right now. After that, once some time passes, money's not going to be no issue. The minute that stock go up, I'm never going to have to worry about money again. Right? And I have absolute, complete proof and evidence, and no doubt in my mind that it's going to skyrocket, and everything is going according to plan. You're looking at a millionaire in the flesh. Not for getting on here, making up lies, broke as shit. I mean, you're looking at an actual millionaire in the making. So see, you want to hear something else funny, Mr. Kitchen Manager? Right? Want to hear something else funny? You know how you were saying, like, your response was you said some stupid narc shit, projecting, talking about yourself. And you said something about, you talk all this shit. How do I talk shit if I offered you to come see me and you didn't come? That's talking reality. That's a boss. That's a G and a gangster. You bow down, you got G-check. That's number one. Number two, the man you just said talk shit. You know how much money I made that day with my money working for me? Almost $400 in one day. So see, I have more money than you right now. I have this entire time. And what y'all do is you talk shit before things even happen, before stock even goes up, before people even get a chance. And I don't respect people like you. And that's why I don't want anything to do with you. And that's why I dumped you just like I dumped that red ass bitch and left you the fuck behind. You understand? I run your city. I run your state. It's easy. You ain't nothing. You ain't worth shit. I don't want things that ain't worth nothing. I want things that have worth and self-worth and self-value. This is a fucking retard. And I have no qualms about saying it. Oh, and now I can say what I want. It's the only reason I was biting my...
You know what we just heard? You should hear that with headphones on when you're typing and not even looking at the screen. It's one of those am I having a stroke moments. Oh, by the way, I didn't just make that joke. I hate irony.
tongue was because I was stuck in that bullshit, making my note to get where I'm going. Now I ain't got to bite my tongue no more. Now I can be me again. Ooh, it feels good. It truly does. It feels good. It feels nice. How you like them apples? How do you like it? How do you like when you come to me and you end up eating every word? How do you like that? How do you like when you try to literally take my life and you choke on everything? Huh? 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 How do you like that? How do you like that? No, I heard you. Don't diss V-Vlogs like that. V-Vlogs is cool, man. Me and V-Vlogs is tight. We cool. We gonna work out together. We gonna make some music together. We gonna make an album. I'm headed up your ass. I'm going to up your ass town. I'm headed to your mama's ass. That's where I'm headed. I'm headed up your mama's ass. Right? Oh, and the crazy bitch kept my clothes and shit so she can make shrines, smell my dirty drawers and shit, and masturbate to them because she does that shit. She masturbates to my pictures. You know what I mean? It's like I said, it ain't no problem. Like, that's fine. You know, I don't have a problem. I really don't, and I should. I mean, you know, I only got hit in the face with a wall at full speed. You know, I only got assaulted with a wallet and wallet ties for no reason. But so I got people throwing things at me, throwing objects at me for no fucking reason. I'm just supposed to just get hit with shit, and it's no big deal. I'm tough. You can't hurt me physically. Are you kidding me? I just laugh about the shit. So I made a joke out of it with you and called it wallet ties. It ain't no big deal, man. It ain't nothing. You want me to stay stuck in your karmic cycle and drag me into your bullshit. You want me to give y'all attention. I ain't got nothing for you. I don't care about you. You don't exist. Straight up. And that's what this whole thing was to show me, is that I don't give a fuck about a chat. I don't care what you got to say.
Just getting caught up with the chat. The latest is now on your screen.
People care what I have to say. I'm the one with the voice. You can't steal my shine. This is what it is. There's literally nothing you can do but sit there and watch me succeed. You know what I mean? No, I point out your agendas. Here, let me see what you see. Even evil grandma go to foot. It's hysterical. I gotta read this, honey. I'm sorry. Their whole gang plan just shut.
Yep, that's right. Send letters, send cards, send whatever to Tyree Sneed. I made a video today about exactly how to do that. And I do need to make a point again that I didn't make in that video. Obviously, don't use your real address. It would seem obvious to most, but some might not do that, and then I'd feel responsible. So Rich says, don't be a dummy. Don't use your address, for Christ's sakes.
I shot to high health. Take a victory lap and peacock they stupid ass. You tell the fucks you left on your terms and your time, right? And you or we will visit, throw up some middle fingers and leave. Exactly. We're gonna be all over that city. And we're probably gonna be bombed, and we're gonna bring a bunch of people from Texas. You understand? Since y'all so disrespectful to Texas, think you can just treat people anyway. Well, you know, there was more of you than there was of me, but you know, next time it might not be like that. You understand? And yeah, we have a right to stand up for ourselves. You could suck a dick, take the badge off. You didn't do that, did you? Right? But you were offered. Multiple times, multiple shows, you heard them all, but then you acted like you can't hear, you don't have ear. You sent a short shit, 3 foot tall hand to go try to talk shit to me. I put him in his place. You feel me? Yeah. See you at your mama's house. Yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm going to my mama's house. Because, you know, my mom has a house. It's not the house I pay taxes on. Motherfucker, I got multiple houses. Stupid fuck. They can laugh. People are fucking hilarious, man. You see. Said, fuck Green Bay, that ain't home right. Here's reality. Since the day you set foot in Green Bay, every minute that evil bitch knew your location. Right. Your entire gang of keyboard stalkers knew where you were. Right. And not one of them stepped to you like a man. You won, defeated how many peeps? One man against how many? And you fucking won. She assaulted you with her wallet. How mature?
Ladies and gentlemen, please appreciate the brilliance of that guy here. Use his mom's address. I think everybody should use his mom's address. That is just lightning in a bottle. Brilliant. Oh my God.
5-year-olds throw objects. How you feel about that? Why don't you come defend that? Why don't you come say something to her? If she's who you got a problem with, you keep worrying about other people. I've never seen someone who can be fucking someone and then worry about someone else. That's crazy. You got no soul. You got
Rich Baritone, secret agent troll. No, not really, but I know some.
friend of mine, and you just fucked out here. And now you don't have me. Now you don't have no money. Now you don't have no future. Now you don't have no way to get on the house. And all you want is money. Hey, next time just woman up and say what you need. You need money. Sometimes you got to deal with that reality knocking at your door. And if you don't, it knocks the door down. Peace.
Here's another idea so very good, I had to stop the program. That too, Fallout, is absolutely brilliant. It's an idea. I should buy a card and just record a message with my voice. My voice aid, Shamrock, Shamrock, Shamrock on -43.
It wasn't a smart decision to leave me for dead. It wasn't a smart decision to leave me literally with no way to survive. That wasn't a smart decision. Whoever told you it was, is not a very smart person. You know what I mean? If you're trying to get rid of someone like y'all tried to do me, make sure you get rid of them. You feel me? Because your empty threats ain't doing nothing.
And proper credit is now given. Carlos Mencia could learn a thing or two from you, that guy. All credit to Frost on that zinger.
For me, you understand? Now, you're never going to
If I keep pausing it, it'll never heal. Say hello to Luke, everyone.
know where I'm at now. You're never going to know what I'm doing. You're never going to know which way I might go, what move I'm making when I'll strike like a stink. You're never going to know. Ever. Where's the red pill, dead pills at now? Where's all these people at now that were puffing and acting like they was so bad? But while you threaten people, right? But now, why are y'all misquoting people saying that I say things I don't say? Now that makes sense. If somebody recognizes tactics and points them out, how can you say they're doing exactly what they're pissed off about that you're trying to lie and say they're doing? No, someone's checking you and pissed off because you're lying about the exact matter. You're now lying again and claiming that I'm doing and saying things I'm not doing. Eat a dick. Being a pre-K, grow up. And then cops make fucking chicken shit baby waves. You understand? That's the truth. What do you want? You want a cookie? Well, buy one. Because I can't. Feel that? You know, what's up with the sleep deprivation, bro? Why I gotta be sleep deprived? Why I gotta have shit wrong with me? Why I gotta be completely abused? Why are you on here acting like you a woman? Do y'all want to see the video with all the bruises? It's coming. Oh, it's going public. Don't you worry. It's all going public what you did. The whole world will know about you and your little gang of weirdos. Mm-hmm. That's right. And you ain't going to get no attention. I don't even have to say your name. For what? We all know who's behind this. Like I said, don't come over here if you roll with them people. Peace. Now let's get this piece of shit out of here. Peace, faggot. Next time, choose your friends more wisely. Capiche? Capiche?
I play guitar poorly, and one of the things that we're always looking for is feel. When it comes to this kind of stuff, Frost has the most extraordinary feel of anybody. Her instincts are non-parallel.
Now let's play a little bit of Where's Waldo. Because it won't matter. Because you can know anything. You can know where I'm at any minute and it won't matter. Because y'all ain't about shit. Y'all just threaten people with calling cops and using them as an attack dog, just like CPS. It's illegal. Y'all do doxing. The fuck? Why do these police act like they're inept and don't know what's going on? Y'all have YouTube. They be watching. Come on now. Y'all stupid. Some clowns, man.
He mentions police watching YouTube. I so hope that some police have watched at least some of my stuff. I know for a fact they've watched his, and it's not going to help him legally going forward.
like I said, man, y'all are whack. You no longer matter. We no longer mind. I don't give a fuck. You don't give a damn. We don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? That's about it. Other than that, it is what it is. So, like I said, man, y'all worship petty shit. Y'all worried about putting down, saying stupid shit. No one cares, man. Y'all are boring. Y'all repeat the same thing. We're stuck in cycles. Nobody want to live like that, man. That ain't living at all. Me and Christina are celebrating. It's just so epic right now, man. It's just fantastic. I want y'all to hit that cash in, man. Where's my donations at? Oh, and any y'all dream, you ain't coming over here, you don't donate, you're not a true supporter, you're not coming over here unless you remove yourself completely from those people.
Yeah, I have tried not to talk about that tonight because I really went into that last night. But yeah, his biggest worry, I think, is the Austin State Hospital. We're going to see. This show, again, is far from over, but the one we're watching now is, in fact, just about over. And if you look at the bottom of your screen, you can see what's going to come up next. It's Tyree Sneed and Fire Lord Curson in I Am a Man First. It's the second of 3 live streams that Tyree Sneed did on the Greyhound bus on his way back to Austin. That's going to be coming up right after this on negative 43 KUNT-TV. Oh, marijuana is so good. And I'm not going to interrupt it to introduce it. We're just going to let it roll on, baby. Negative 43.
Any one of y'all, don't ever talk to me again, and I will never let you get a word in edgewise if you roll it from people. You get away from the people completely, maybe you'll stand a chance. But I don't deal with liars who say they're going to do something and I ask them.
Okay, here I am breaking in again. You look at your screen. I think that's a wonderful idea. It seems to me that you 3 possess the skills necessary to get richer than hell. Reality show stuff, honestly. Now I'll shut up.
30 million times and show them the way to victory, and then they want to still lose. Hey, be a loser. You know, and you gotta understand, bro. I don't have cuts all over my body from surgery. I didn't go through liposuction. I'm not insecure. I'm happy with my body. I'm not unhappy with my life and myself. I'm comfortable with my own skin. I'm not having to fill up tubes of my own blood and shit, my own bodily fluids. You understand? I'm not miserable. I'm not on camera looking like a damn fool with bruises from a retarded surgery because of insecurity every day. I'm not the clown, you are. So all I did is prove you a clown. And no, I didn't want to do that, and I never did, and I ain't going to know.
He's going to avoid the nut house with everything he has because he knows better than most. If he goes in, he's not coming out for years.
You did that to yourself. Because you're to blame for all of this. And you can own up and take responsibility and stop being a crybaby and grow up. Maybe you should do the right thing, man. Like support me and be behind me. You know what I mean? And actually genuinely care, like I said, instead of for what you can get. You know what I mean? I get it, bro. You're attracted to me. Okay, so what? You don't have no love in your heart. Try finding some. Peace.
And here we are at the beginning of I Am a Man Before Anything. As with virtually every Tyree Sneed live stream, the first 7 to 10 minutes is total waste. So let me find something where he's making a fool out of himself. Oh, I just love it when that thing spins. Ah, perfect. There is the Bat Mask. Everybody say goodbye to Luca, please. Thank you for stopping in. Oh, I don't think we've seen the finale, at least not yet. If he goes to jail, he'll be gone for 6 months, maybe a year if we catch a breeze behind us, but he'll be ready to go at that point. Now, if he winds up institutionalized, yeah, the show may actually be over. Again, that should be his biggest worry. Before I get back to it, just take a good look at that, will you? A grown man wearing a Batman mask / sunglasses combination designed for 10-year-olds. The comedy just writes itself here on KUNT-TV. The possibilities of torment are absolutely endless with that idea, aren't they?
Anyway, what's up, Curson? Can you hear me? Let's see if he can hear me. Curson, your mic is muted.
Just last, everybody.
Yes, I just got back. I had to I had to go to the toilet.
And I'll bet that mask did stink. And I'll go back a little bit because I stepped on a line that really, really needs to be heard. Pardon me, I'm being chatty tonight.
Oh,
I had to go to the toilet.
oh, that's awesome. What have you been up to? These headphones were really good. I just caught these right now.
You brought yourself a new headphone, huh?
Yeah.
Very interesting. What's happening to you for the past, several weeks, I would say. I was a bit concerned of you, to put it bluntly. Like, oh, come on, this is just plain. Excuse me, a phone call.
You're good.
see.
There was another song I really liked that I want to listen to. I'm glad y'all can hear what's coming through the headphones. That's really good. That's a good sign. Getting everything going, man. Having fun. Okay, here's another one. Curse on when you come back. Just let the song finish, please, and then we'll continue.
Hey, when it happens, when I'm trying to talk to you and I'm in the mid, we're in the middle of something, and I ended up getting interrupted for a phone call. See how I'm doing with this?
Let this song finish, and then we'll talk.
Yes. So what I was going to ask you the question is,
let the song finish, and then we'll talk.
Okay.
Yeah, just mute you. Thank you.
Yes, the circle of death.
Anyway, Kirsten, what are you worried about me for? What's going on?
my question that I was about to pose to you while I was rudely interrupted from my phone, family members. I was a bit concerned about you. You've been gone for at least a couple of weeks for, well, as you would have probably
guessed. Okay, yeah. Well, that makes sense because, yeah, I did think of that. Thought did cross my mind because the Discord that we had, and I just kind of left it. Yeah, I had to handle my business with them trying to, imprison me, basically. Mm-hmm. So what happened is while everyone was sleeping on me, I was plugging away, working my ass off, and now I only had I didn't even have 5,000 shares of this company. Now I've got 10,955, so almost 11,000 that quickly, and I paid off $800 in fines for the bullshit they made up that they completely took out of context, and they lied. So they thought they had me. So if you remember, everybody was scared and was and they came in here talking about court and none of it happened and that's what I said. Do you remember? I kept telling them I just paid my shit. I paid it right away. It didn't even take me long. You know?
I mean, goddamn, this is almost what it felt like today. Because if you had to deal with the business on your side of things, at least I would actually understand it, and I would rather let somebody do their things rather than just constantly pestering anything of what has been going on your end. Which is what
I'm glad you asked. I'm glad that you're concerned, but yeah, I'm just saying everything. I'm just saying, at what point do we get on here and talk about positivity? At what point do we stop looking at the negative and start looking at all the good shit? That's the only thing I'm wondering. I'm not saying you're doing that right now because you're not, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Totally.
If you focus on a little bit more positive.
No, DZ. I'm going to say something I've only said a couple of times in my life. I still can't get my balls to spin. They just won't spin it. As hard as I suck on it, my balls just won't spin.
Things usually have a better outlook in your life, and that's the thing. They want people to worry and live stressed and create blockages for them, and I didn't let them do it to me. And they want me to be nervous and caring about what they know and what they're doing. I don't care about none of these people, man. Yeah, I'm just living my life. Ain't no way to stop me or my life. Period. I'm straight. Whatever you want to do it.
If paraphernalia includes balls and bangers, it's gotta be good.
I mean, usually when it comes to that kind of perspective, I mean, you're being honest with me and I'm honest with you, but it always does come down to I always do have two minds with one What's the word I'm looking for? Two minds with one. Oh, by the way, I do have actually a bad.
It's all so appreciated, DZ. No problems.
As a Batman looking lot as you have. There's no way that I would even deny that. Now, I always do have two minds on one side of a coin, one or the other. So it's kind of a duplicitous thing when you think about it. But I do always admit, and it's actually pretty good when you look at that because there's always on the other side. It's always, and I tend to be a bit of a pessimistic mofo when we talk about things, but I try to be as openly as and admitting to some things of what you have not been aware of them, and you already know about that. The only thing that I can tell you is that you saved me, and that's a good saving grace that's coming from you back in those days. We're not. Oh, that's the last time we're going to mention about that. So, kind of felt like I was in the viper's pit. You know, thinking like that, and I do fully appreciate that. But
thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, but that is true. I did save you out of that snake den.
Yes, and that's actually something that I could definitely appreciate that. And I do always have that pessimistic kind of point of view. And some people tell me, "Oh, stop being so pessimistic," but it has hardened.
No, he doesn't.
At me every time I don't know. I've been in so many circumstances that I've been through. It's not just about it in a personal life, but it also happens on the internet side of things. So it can be a bit difficult to track it when you think if you get my meaning. I don't think if I never met you through another connection, through another ways of meaning, we wouldn't be talking right now.
Right.
And that's. It almost felt like it as if it's a fate because I do believe in fate. Fate.
Oh, I do too. Yeah.
Has always. Fate has always.
Karma.
Yes, I mean, fate has always led me to believe that I would see you when a time do come, and frankly, this is what had led up to this point. And anything that I just said here is something that I would never unequivocally deny. On those things that I just said here, and this is more than what could I appreciate it for you having me on your voice. So there's no way that I will backstab you or betray you, not in any circumstances, none whatsoever. But there's the other side of me that I want to tell you this.
Yeah, Curse on Babel was every bit as bad, if not worse. It's always insufferable to listen to stupid people try to sound deep and intelligent. It's absolutely nerve-grating.
Unforgiving a type of person because if they try to backstab me or they talk behind my back, that is where I would absolutely not tolerate it, and I would absolutely cut them off it. But if they do it to me first, I would reject their apology. And sorry, you have to acknowledge your actions. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about that has recently happened on my end. And quite frankly, this individual that I was trying to talk to, he was being uncooperative. And he doesn't have the mental capability to understand what the hell's going on. And that actually makes him a terrible person. I hate to say this, but this is why I hate him.
That was funny the way you said it. I'm listening.
And this, when you think about this, and this is happening in public and on private. And I was being an observationist, if you get my meaning. Observationist is something what you observe through their actions and their words, and this is always what I go with by the philosophy going: action speaks louder than words. No one can deny that.
I always say that. Yeah.
Yes, but what this ex-friend was doing it to me, he just immediately cut me off, and to that was not an option for him to cut me off because I wanted to talk him out of it and get him out, pull his head out of his ass, and to stop acting like he just can't handle it. He just takes everything literally. That's wrong on him.
That's kind of what time it's for. If you haven't noticed, that's what I'm doing. It's like people didn't think that I was gonna just turn it all up right away. And what happened basically is that like people over there were all up in my business, and they didn't have like we don't tolerate certain things. Like we all come from different environments. It's not a big deal to me. It's just about like how you were raised. And I've just learned that like I have a lot of like family background. Like I'd rather get in touch with my roots again. And that's what like my dad always told me. He's like, that's all you really got to do is just get in touch with who you are and your roots, your ancestry, and you're golden. And I didn't understand it at the time, but now I do. And that's why my dad was so intelligent, because he wouldn't just talk shit. Like he had a lot of life experience. He lived in Africa and in England. He grew up in England. So, you know, he was
bullshit.
So my thing is like, you know, everybody gets on here and talks, but they don't offer you nothing. Like every time I get on here, even if I'm just typing, like posts, anything I'm doing, like it's offering people something that will help them. And at the end of the day, to me, that's all that matters. I'm not on here to look any way to anyone. I'm just me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and totally, I do totally where you get from. I mean, honestly, it's simply just what you are, or simply just who you are. You are you, and I am me, and that's who we are. But the fact that when I say this, there's two minds with different sides of a coin. This is what I meant to say. I have two minds with different sides of the coin. One time I tend to be good. The other time I tend to be bad. But I always strike a balance. This is where it's meant to be. You need to strike a balance. However, sometimes when you try to strike a balance and sometimes it doesn't actually work, it tends to come up with that. And I'm gonna admit this to you. I do tend to be cruel at times. And I mean, I'm gonna ask you a question. Have I been honest to you at any given point whatsoever?
Yeah, you've always been 100 and honest.
So it's kind of what it makes me feel. Yes, I get it. People will call me I'm a cruel mofo that I am, and that's. But my intention was to not make. But they sometimes when they talk behind my back, doesn't matter if it's on public or private.
That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to check them if they're doing sucker shit. That's what I'm saying. These people are backwards. We're not trying to be like them.
No.
And that's the end of it. So, like I was saying, I'm not trying to interrupt you. I'll let you continue. But I was just trying to explain to you, like they just decided one day they'd wake up, have amnesia, and start trying me. And I think they forgot who they're dealing with, because now this won't stop. Like you started something and began something that it's just going to get worse and worse for y'all.
Yes.
I'm never going to stop. Like that's what they have to understand. Like I have my own like radio show. Like this is real shit. People watch this. I can spread this everywhere now.
There is never a time I can let this go. He's never been on radio. It's utter, complete delusion. I mean, you're watching negative 43 KUNT-TV in Sneedville Purgatory, but I know and you know it's not real. You're not on the radio. My opinion, I mean, just for me, it would be more prestigious to be an afternoon drive DJ on some Christian radio station outside Pikeville, Kentucky, than doing this. You've never been on the radio. Damn, I'm sorry.
That's what I'm about to do. I got business cards on me right here to promote my fitness business. I'm about to start working on that. I want to be doing small projects. Like everything I'm doing right now is going to be about activism, the channel, and promoting, trying to build businesses. Like for real. And just being an entrepreneur.
Props to you.
Yeah. Right.
Props
so, like, things are going to be hard. They're going to be hard as fuck because, like I said, people didn't give me any time to prepare for anything.
My brother lived outside of Pikeville, Kentucky for the better part of 15 years, and I loved every minute of it. Just beautiful country. And boy, can my sister-in-law cook.
I'm just surviving right now, trying to get by, which, by the way, we need all the cash out I can get right now because I need the help. But, and it's right below me right here. But point is, that's all I want to do. I mean, for me, there's no more like 9 to 5 grind. Like now, like I could make money on here. That's all I really need. If I'm going to be working too, but I would never let anyone know anything about where I'm even going, where I'm ending up. No one's going to have a clue where I'm going because I'm going somewhere completely different and new. So the point is, like, how do I put it? Like when I work now, like that money gets invested into a company and a stock that these people, y'all don't know it, and I keep telling you the opposite and lying to you because you're trying to play with me. Okay, and it wouldn't matter what you know because you're stupid and you can't build nothing. But point being, y'all don't know anything about what I'm doing. You'll never figure it out because you're not as smart as me. This is my thing. So again, for me, it's like when I work, like that money's going to get pushed into a stock that's going to make so much more money out of it. It's unreal, and that's my only focus right now is trying to get over 100,000 shares this year. Because if I get 100,000 shares, if it goes up $1, that's over 100 grand right there on top of whatever money I have in it, and it'll give me my profit back too. So, or my loss back is what I'm saying. So, point being, if you get 100,000 shares of this company, if it goes up to $16, that's $160,000.
Yes.
Okay. Wait, is that even correct, or am I? Because I'm tired as fuck right now. Let me think.
I mean, you are correct. You are correct.
No, wait. No, I'm not correct because I'm exhausted. Point being, it's actually 1.6 million. I'm sorry, because if you get 100,000 shares, if the stock price goes to $16, that's 1.6 mil. So what I'm doing is a very big thing. Nobody's ever done it before. It's never happened. Warren Buffett didn't do it. Zuckerberg didn't do it. None of these people did it. They just lied for them, and they're little puppets, and they're all broke. And the sooner that the public realizes.
And none of them have ever, I said ever, been on a Greyhound bus. Facts.
Is that the more that I'll respect people. So you understand, like, my position. Like, I don't care. I haven't cared for years because nobody's being realistic, and I always said that. Like, if they want to have a real conversation about just reality, not that's going to make me look good, not to kiss my own ass like y'all do, but and by y'all I clearly don't mean you. I mean, the public, but to have a conversation that just exists. And to really, like, if people want to compete, like with me, actually compete and acknowledge how much I've made and spent, what I've done and accomplished financially, and just in every category. Don't just say, well, I'm going to try to judge you off of wherever I want to put you in my mind or where I think you're at. You understand what I'm saying?
Totally. And I actually do at least acknowledge your position that you do make money. You do make a shitload of money that you have, and I honestly don't think I can. I don't think I can actually argue with that, even if I have some, because I'm not a financial advisor, not in any shape or form. But you are actually, at least you got to understand every single thing that you have to understand in your entire life. I'm not saying you have to, but that you actually do make a valid point.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing for me is that I spent years trying to build like these networks, and then I built the networks so that without thinking, I knew that they would connect. Kind of like when I talk, I'll take ideas that will then come back and connect. And that's kind of what I'm leaning on, is that I've built networks that I know work, and that's what I'm good at. I'm good at learning how to move the right way, how to live cheaper, how to cut funds, how to like right now I'm sitting on around like what 7K.
Yes.
I need some donations to get back to 7K because that's where I should have been at it. So I was actually over that, but that's why they got mad and did all this and tried to put me out where I couldn't survive, right? So point being, I'm pretty tough. I'm sure I'm going to be all right. I'll figure it out. Point is, that's where people come in. That's where the whole movement and point of what I'm doing is. It's not based off just lining my pockets, but it's based off of wanting to stand behind something in a movement and see like good, righteous people win instead of what they try to do on this evil network where the CEO is a witch. Okay, fuck her. And basically, you know what I'm saying? Like they just they donate tons of money to evil, to people hating on their own people, their self-hate, self-deprecation, humiliation, exploiting. That's why all they do is get on here and they feel like I think it's funny because you have narcissists. They get on this network, they want to exploit people. You've never exploited me. You've tried very hard, but you've never actually exploited me.
Did you hear the way he just said yes? You're going to want to listen to him very carefully over the next 15 or 20 minutes. I have suspected since the first time I heard this that Fire Lord Curson was getting laid while on a live stream with Tyree Sneed. I could be wrong, but listen close now.
And y'all need to really reevaluate your campaign because in order to exploit me, you got to make money off me, and you don't. The CEO is a witch. Okay, fuck her. And basically, you know what I'm saying? Like they just they donate tons of money to evil, to people hating on their own people, their self-hate, self-deprecation, humiliation, exploiting. That's why all they do is get on here and they feel like I think it's funny because you have narcissists. They get on this network, they want to exploit people. You've never exploited me. You've tried very hard, but you've never actually exploited me. And y'all need to really reevaluate your campaign because in order to exploit me, you got to make money off me, and you don't. Ain't nobody ever made 1 cent off of my content. Now, they might have done it with someone else, and I don't even believe that. When they followed, like they did Diana Ricky, stalking her life like they did me, tried with me and failed, I didn't let them do to me what they did to her. And one of the members, the same, crazy, who was trying to argue with that. How do you argue reality? Diana Ricky got ruined and destroyed because of these people. That's what happened. I'm not dumb. I know what's going on. I don't even have to pay attention. It comes to me. The information always chooses me. So I'm just saying, I didn't let them do to me what they did to her. And they're pissed about that. Because that was the thing. You came for me and you got the right one and you came for the wrong one, right? Let's go ahead and keep typing. Block you when I'm not reading anything. God, these people are just so corny because they don't bother me. I know what you're gonna do. I know your ammo. It's the same rinse and repeat, just like you had to say. It's the same thing over and over. And it's like, it's not even cute. Like they act like they're being cute, like they're trying to find a way to combat. Like you can't be combative but then ignore my position. Y'all is not grown. You come on here, you type
10 p.m. Eastern Time, and this is negative 43 KUNT-TV, Sneedville Purgatory. Do you know where Tyree Sneed is? You bet you do.
And then you act like you did something to me. Like, I'm here, I'm bothering you. But you're not. Wait, let me finish this. You're not bothering me. You need to hear the words coming out of my mouth mentally of people. You have never bothered me. it is frustrating to anyone if they're speaking and they're beating you in what you started, and then you can't acknowledge that you lost. Don't start shit. Like, go listen to Little John or something, homie. I don't know what to tell you. Like, don't start something, then not finish it. Get your ass kicked in it, and then whine about it. That's not how life works, and that's the exact reason why y'all make it nowhere, because you don't have any character. So while you sit there and you act like I was ever at the mercy of a job or anybody there, I'm not. I'm richer than all of them, because rich is a state of mind. You keep asking me what I own, what I got, what's in my name, how much money. It ain't about that. Is that what life's about? Hey, let me ask you something.
Okay, I stopped it here because it is now time for the amusement park analogy. This is one of the most mind-boggling things Tyree Sneed has ever said. I promise you. Listen real close. It's a real scream, kids.
Personally.
Okay, go ahead.
If you lived in an amusement park and you got to ride the rides every day, okay, and you enjoyed that amusement park every day, could you call that your amusement park even though you don't own it?
Even though I don't own it, I could. Oh, sorry.
Let me rephrase it for you to make it a little bit clearer.
Okay.
Are you not getting the same benefits, and actually more benefits, than whoever claims to own that and has to pay taxes on that? Are you getting a better deal or a worse deal in that position if you have access? Hi, babe. If you have access to the same amusement park.
If I get the access to the amusement park and I get the worst deal out of it, then I wouldn't be able to make any of this. So
let me rephrase it one more time so you can try to process what I'm telling you. If you lived in an amusement park, okay, and you don't pay taxes because you don't own it, but you lived in an amusement park, are you not richer than the person who owns that amusement park and has to pay taxes on it?
No, I wouldn't pay taxes.
No, just answer the question. Do you think that you're richer or poorer than the person who owns that amusement park that has to pay taxes?
I have to. I'll have to answer
for you. I'll answer for you. You're richer than that person, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I have to pay taxes, and that's why I understand how to create situations where I get not only bang for my buck, but I get multi-million-dollar companies with like $20 down. And what people don't understand how I'm moving and living. I made this a lifestyle. Is that instead of, because I'll never have the chances y'all have, and I don't want.
Did anybody catch what he said a second ago about how he acquires businesses for only $20 down? He's talking about his StreamYard subscription. What a dickhead.
Want them because it's a pipe dream. It's wolf tickets. It don't exist. I don't want an illusion. I don't want credit. I don't want none of y'all's fake whips. I don't want none of that. I own all my cars right now. Are they messed up? Yeah, cars all fuck up. That's life.
Nice.
I want everything that's real and the truth, no matter how ugly it is. So my point is, I would much rather be in the position, and I'm not completely in that position, but I'd rather be in the position where I don't have to pay taxes, where I get to enjoy what the person who has to pay on that because they own it, so they can run around bragging saying, I own this. Who cares? Do you really think, like, I'm just saying, what's the point anymore? There was never any point to that game. Like, the point was what, to get like girls, to get pussy. Like, that's stupid, man. I don't need that. I've never needed anything extra. I just be me.
Yes.
So, like, the shit is just mad corny to me.
Yes. So I think you actually make a good point. You told me you actually answered it for me. I'm richer than those poor people, and somebody has to pay taxes for me. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's exactly my point. Is for people to stop thinking literally, because they just don't want to. Like, they're committed to disagreeing with me. They're not actually disagreeing. If you're just here to
Kursan was very cagey here. He just backed up, got real passive, didn't actually answer the question, and let Tyree Sneed answer the question for himself. Let's give the man some credit here because he played him masterfully.
disagree with every word that comes out of my mouth, then you're not actually disagreeing. Do you not agree?
Well, there are certain instances I do disagree with, but on this note, I will actually agree, and I totally, 100% equivocally agree with you, even if it's a bit, well, melodramatic, perhaps, but you do get a point.
And see, that's the thing. Like you've never been like a yes man. So like that's my thing. Is just like when we come to my show, like talking.
You've never been a yes man. You heard it here first.
Other people outside of you, not you. But I don't need people coming over here typing things that don't make sense.
No.
It's taking away from my audience. It's not about me. It's about my audience, and it's just mad disrespectful. And I've tried everything to stop it. So when y'all say, whatever you want to say, when you talk about like the shit I've been through, the citations I paid, yeah, I stood up not just for me, but for everyone. Kids who are getting bullied, for the youth. I stood up against cyberbullying and harassment and gang stalking. That was my job. I didn't do anything wrong. I did what I'm supposed to do.
And can I just put this out there? You actually understood the differences between actual life and a cyber life, and this is what virtual life is what I will put it like that.
Or you could say between real life or just reality and a false testament. That's all they've done is this group of people came on here and they have ties to some demonic shit. And they're just like, let me put a false jacket on him, and it's failed. The entire time it's failed, so there can't be a continuation because the continuation is just to stress me. The continuation is about bullshit. It's not an actual continuation of an actual smear campaign. I mean, it is an actual smear campaign, but not an effective one. So if this was a campaign, they lost every time. So I'm just saying, if that's your goal is a smear campaign, why would you think that would stop me if it hasn't thus far? And why would that shut me up if anything, it would give me more incentive? Because you can't make anyone stop me from talking. They can't walk up to me like you can call cops like anytime you want. They can't walk up to me and be like, "Hey, listen, sir, you're gonna have to stop talking. Okay, that's illegal. Now you're Tyree Sneed. You're not supposed to talk." I mean, come on, bro. This is how comical this shit is.
And it's so ironic that ultimately his mouth is what got him into this situation. It's true.
I'm allowed to talk. I know that y'all get hurt by what comes out of this little hole right here somehow, but nonetheless, I'm allowed to speak and say my piece. Even if it offends you, because that's the point of what I do. I'm supposed to offend you. I'm partially a comedian, number one, and number two, like I'm a fighter. Like,
oh my God!
I'm just saying my job when I came on here was.
Okay, you heard that the same as I did. We're going to go back a little bit because I want to hear that again.
To offend people is a smear campaign. Why would you think that would stop me if it hasn't thus far? And why would that shut me up? If anything, it would give me more incentive, because you can't make anyone stop me from talking. They can't walk up to me like you can call cops like anytime you want. They can't walk up to me and be like, "Hey, listen, sir, you're gonna have to stop talking. Okay? That's illegal. Now you know you're Tyree Sneed. You're not supposed to talk." I mean, come on, bro. This is how comical this shit is.
That's
I'm allowed to talk. I know that y'all get hurt by what comes out of this little hole right here somehow, but nonetheless, I'm allowed to speak and say my piece.
even
Even if it offends you, because that's the point of what I do. I'm supposed to offend you. I'm partially a comedian, number one, and number two, like I'm a fighter. Like,
oh my God.
I'm just saying, my job when I came on here was to offend people. So when they keep saying fake lies, that's the only thing that's aggravated me. They'll be like, "Oh, well, you really."
So, did he choke on a bong hit, or did he, well, you know?
Believe what's coming out of your mouth. Most of the time, 99.9% of the time, and pretty much, yes, I do. But at the same time, everything is not literal, like you were bringing up earlier. It's just common sense. You can hear when someone's speaking, you can hear the depths to what they're talking about. So my point was just like, how do I put it? Like, not everything is so serious. Like I'm supposed to make people mad. I'm gonna say whatever I need to say. I don't care what anyone thinks about it. And I think that they have a really hard time grasping that that's possible because of their conditioning. And you have to understand, the conditioning that you have conditions you to think that I give a fuck. And my conditioning was so hard and so unmerciful and so raw and horrible, what I've been through, that I could give less than a fuck. I don't care that people are mad about me and what I have to say, or mad at me because I'm pushing and I never stop. I don't care that they're mad at me because I won't just say, yes, I'll be your bitch, and I'll do your job, and I'll do it with a smile on my face, because that's what I'm here for. I know I'm not good. Right.
If you are a dishwasher, that is precisely what you should do. You should be looking for another job, but that is precisely the attitude that you should have. And that's why you've drawn over 200 first checks in the last 12 years. You suck.
I'm not. That's not me. I didn't. I'm the type of dude that'll go do 8 years in the can, get out, and make $1 million. That's the type of dude I am. I came here. Anywhere I go, anything I partake in, I put my passion in and everything I have into. I build these companies, and then these people try to screw me over. They band together like they did, and then they think they're not going to deal with me. Yes, you are, and everybody's involved. Because if you, and I'm going to point the finger at the main boss right now, and here's why. If you didn't have nothing to do with this, why are all your supervisors narcissists? First question, I need an answer. Let me continue. Let me continue. We'll comment in a minute. Number two, why when I addressed you twice to your face about these issues, like you taking overtime and saying, well, corporations do it all the time. Well, I don't want to be part of a corporation. I've never heard of that happening. Not once in my life. So you're full of shit too. Which is why it wasn't a hard or difficult decision to say fuck that corporation and walk away. Because that corporation didn't have my best interests at heart. They just wanted a slave. Let's be real. They wanted me to do their bidding and wanted me to do what they told me to do, and that's just not who I am. And that's pretty clear. So they found out, and then now everybody's got to deal with it. And it's just like Pac said, like Pac in the Vibe interview was talking about the same shit I am, because we have a lot of common in our struggle. And he said the same type of shit. Like, now everybody want to forget what they said because I'm back. I'm alive and I'm talking. He said, in jail, I didn't talk. Now I'm talking. Now think about why he would say that. Why would he say, in jail, I didn't talk? Probably because he was being threatened and entrapped the same way that they did me. So you can connect our stories. Now, what happened to Pac? He lost his life in Vegas and in front of millions of people, and somehow nobody saw anything.
Well, he's going to have a chance to put that theory to the test right now.
Yes.
And you think I'm going to let them ever do to me what they do to these people, what they did to him? Never in your life. I welcome it. Bring it. It won't end the way it did with him. You'll get someone who fights back, and y'all will get. I mean, you'll get what you came for, and that's just the truth. And they're not used to that. You don't understand. I'm not just talking. So it's just different when you're actually representing a cause and you're standing for something and you're putting that weight on your back. And I carry it proudly. You feel me? I can't read your hate, man. It's not going to do anything to me, bro. Because your conversation's moot, because I don't care what you have to say. Why do you always do the same cycle? I don't have nothing to do with any names. I don't like names being brought to me of people I don't affiliate with, and that's it. You're not going to get a reaction, but good try. Give you a pat on the back, pat him on the shoulder. He's a domestic cat. Here, I'm going to play another song and we'll continue. Is that cool?
Yeah, perhaps I will continue on what I wanted to say, your point.
Oh, so, go ahead. You can finish real quick. I do want to say hi, Christina. Hi, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah. So what I was going to say is, you actually make a good point. You are unforgiving, and that's actually what led to me to the next part. We are open, blunt, straight to the point guy, and we don't give a fuck about what we say, because the truth is always going to be hurtful, even if it is uncomfortable to anyone.
I'm glad you said that, because here's the thing. You just pointed out my whole point, and I kind of forgot what my point is, so I'm glad you said it, because you reminded me. That's basically my point in turn. My point is that I'm a man.
Yes.
So I don't ever change me being a man. I won't change it for a company. I won't change it for a bitch. I won't change it for Pamela Anderson. I won't change it for the hottest points from the game. I won't change that I'm a man for anyone. And I never have. I've just been good to people and helped them, and I'll always do that. But never have I bent backwards and not been a man. Never have I bent over the way you people do. And that's why when I start dropping names, right, like Sean, right, who's all up in my business at that company for no reason, and who bringing problems to me and then trying to say it's my problem what other people do. Can you control what somebody else does?
No, you can't control what somebody else does.
Then that wouldn't be considered your drama or your problem, right? If you have nothing to do with it and it's not your responsibility and you didn't start it, correct?
Yeah, and you are actually correct about that.
And that's all I tried to tell this man, and he's so delusional and so out of it because they have these dudes' egos built up so big, just like that cunt, that they think that there's something they're not. And that's what I'm here to do, just like with the rap game, with Cassius Bang Records. I'm the CEO of my own record label. We're going to have more money than all the record labels pretty soon. Then what? It's all coming, man. It's all bound to happen. It's like inevitable. So, because I work so hard, I push so hard, and I'm so intelligent that once I get my foot through the door, it's a wrap. And they know it. And that's why you got to understand. Why do you think that they've tried so hard to stop me? Because they have to. Because they know once he gets to a certain point, it's over, man. He can't be stopped. And that's what this whole thing is about, is that I'm a political activist. I'm bringing actual political power. And not just, I never spoke to like white people on here. I speak to every race. I speak to everybody. I mess with everybody. I'm cool with everybody. So why don't they just say that? Why does it hurt them to just say the truth? of who I am. How could someone else speak on my character, who I am, if they don't know me? And then say, oh, well, you say words. Yes, I say words. I use my vocabulary very effectively. And I also know how to use hoodie bonics and ignorance as a weapon on loose leaf paper or in my dynamic.
All right, he said what you thought he said. He knows how to use hoodie bonics and ignorance as a weapon. Another one so good, we got to hear that shit again.
Cool with everybody. So why don't they just say that? Why does it hurt them to just say the truth of who I am? How could someone else speak on my character, who I am, if they don't know me? And then say, oh, well, you say words. Yes, I say words. I use my vocabulary very effectively. And I also know how to use hoodie bonics and ignorance as a weapon on loose leaf paper or in my dynamic speaking as a goddamn weapon to get what I want or to win in conflict. Now, if that ain't genius, I don't know what is. There's a reason why I took rap, monopolized it, coined it, was the first white boy to kick what I do and say the words I say, and then went worldwide independently off of it. There's a reason why I sold millions of records before y'all even knew what a record label was. I did this before all y'all. It's not a made-up story. It was never a lie. People watched me sell units on the street all the time. It used to be all I used to do. I don't need to anymore. I got tired of it. You know what I mean? And quite frankly, I need me a laptop with a CD-ROM drive so I can start burning discs again. Maybe I should do that.
Definitely. You definitely should do that. And honestly, you actually do another good point that you made. I'm tired of those fools that want to come into me and apologize to what they say. I mean, don't get me wrong. If they come to me and say, I apologize for what I said, but here's what I have to pose a serious question. Like I said, blunt, straight to the point guy, no unforgiving. Is your apology genuine? Because if it's not, and find out that you are going to do this the same mistake, sorry, you're not going to get even a second chance. And this is what I say. And I even spoke to a friend from New York that he honestly understood that because he's a black guy, don't get me wrong, but he's open and honest about it. And he can be nice.
That's what's happening right now is that there's a lot of unity being found. If people just knew how to tap into it. These events, that's what I was talking about on my community wall. If anybody pays attention, I know some people like my posts, but you should pay attention because I drop jewels on there. I say some real shit and I stand on it and I really mean what I'm saying. And I put thought into what I'm typing there. I don't just type it for no reason. It means something to me. And my point is like all these events that we're going through, that's the whole point of it. Is that yes, there's evil people. Yes, there's an agenda. Yeah, they want to create separation. They want to divide. Their goddamn slogan is divide and conquer. Illuminati's been around since the beginning of time. It's just Satan, which ties into God. And then that's when all y'all get offended and butthurt because you got tricked by the Bible and you got tricked by religion and all the same shit. And that's fine.
Bingo.
I'm not pushing what I believe onto anyone, but that's just the truth. And once you know the truth, there's no...
Boy, he really agreed with that point, didn't he?
You know, when someone has the answers, people can either listen and they can learn so that we can go the right way, or they can keep on seeing what they just saw in Texas. They can keep losing people at an alarming rate and batting no eyelashes about it and then crying and whining and protesting. That's not going to change the issue or the problem. It never has. You know what changes problems? Violence and fighting. That's what I represent and always will. I don't care what anyone feels. It's like my dad told me, like I brought that up recently, like my dad told me, he was like, sometimes you got to just stand and fight. And that's the truth. So that's the thing, is that these people, they want to put me down, but they never gave me a chance to be up. And I've been up the whole time, despite them trying to push me down and as hard as they can. So my whole deal is like, how do I put it? I believe that success is not like pretty. Like that's what I've been taught. Like I think success is something that most of y'all don't really want. I think if you knew what it was, it's this. It's what I'm going through. I think if you knew what it took, what true success, I think if you knew what it took and what it really is, I don't think any of y'all would want it. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does make sense. As you just made.
Wait, let me answer this question from this troll, trying to elicit information as if it would matter because y'all been doing the same thing every day. I got it from your mom's vagina. Thanks. Okay. Anyway, go ahead, Chris.
So what? It does actually make sense when you think about that. At least to me, I just bumped into something. At least to me, what I have witnessed it in, and if people are gonna be a lot like that, it doesn't matter what circumstance I was going through. I don't care what your apology, because when you said about biblical stuff, you actually made it abundantly clear. This is why I hate any people that are reading the Bible yet they don't follow that, even if they do. This is what I hate about it. Any fanatical biblical people. This is where I will absolutely not tolerate that. They say they forgive me, but they don't forgive my actions.
Wait. We have a clown in the chat real quick I want to address. Let me say something to you, bro. You need to get some self-awareness because you have a demonic symbol there that's what they do. Like Illuminati does rituals where they dress up like animals. They put spirits into these people. I'm going to go ahead and shut you up, okay, before you even get started. But that's who you are. You're someone online that Cyrax was right when he said that he was above you. I see everything, man. I tap in at the right times. I don't know how, but I guess it's that gift you'll never have. But let me ask you something. Why are you even here? Because now I'm talking to you direct. Now you don't have your team of 50 goons, right? 50 fake accounts. Now it's just you and me. Okay, I can't respect a name called Dick Buckets. Okay, come on, man. That's like a little penis account and shit. Point is, I'm talking to you right now, okay, Mr. No Identity. That should be your new name, No Identity. Why are you here? Do you make music, sir? Have you ever made a track? Oh, you haven't. Oh, well, then Cyrax is better than you, even though I can't stand him. He's a complete retard. But still.
A quick programming note. I had a third live stream scheduled for after this, but I think we're going to stop with this particular live stream. People are going to bed. Time to go to work tomorrow, get back to normal. So this one here will be the extent of our entertainment for this evening.
He's better than you because at least he tries. Okay, he's horrible. I mean, he's fucking terrible. I mean, even Christina agrees. The man just wants to make his music. It's fucking garbage. It's pollution and it probably harms the environment. But he just wants to make his music. Let that gremlin or whatever he may be, a troll that lives under a bridge, let him make his music. Seriously, let him make his music. I don't have an issue with him making his music. I have an issue with him being a cyberbully that then tries to play victim while hanging out with cyberbullies and gets exploited and puts up with them, but then does videos to me talking about that I'm a bitch somehow. I just need it explained. You know, and I guess I get it, but you gotta understand this is another one of my issues with y'all. It's that there's been too much of like excusing things. And if you get what I'm saying, Curson, it's like when people insult me like the way Cyrax did, even though he's a nobody, it still hurts. And I think a lot of you don't have the balls to admit that. Like I still care. Like the dude insulted me. Now what he said wasn't true. We don't know it, but still, if you attack someone, stand on your attack. That's all I'm saying. If the dude calls me a punk, then he should be able to face me. And that's all I bring to the table is just be real. Like speak as who you are online. Because I can't do anything with y'all. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go ahead and shut you up now because I know that you want to start typing and you didn't listen to what I was telling you. I asked you a question. I said, why are you here? If you had answered that question, the answer would have been prompt and immediate. It wouldn't have taken 5 hours. But say you are an immature grown child, which is why I don't fuck with y'all. Okay, so you come on here already butthurt, and then basically let me explain this to you. Megasonic, right, which basically means egghead. Let me explain something to you. You come in the chat butthurt. This is why they start typing fast. You see how they keep coming now? What's up, Burger Boy? Yes, I did. Cyrax hurt my feels, right in the feels. Ooh. You hurt me in the feels. Ooh, for real. Point is, like, I just don't get it. I think the things that matter to y'all don't matter to us. And that's my only point. You know, they come over here, but I just made a valid point. You don't make music. So how can you tell Cyrax anything? You don't make music. I don't have any issue with Cyrax doing his anti-cyberbullying campaign. I have an issue with the fact that he's a hypocrite. I have an issue with people who are narcissistic enablers that make excuses for these people. I have an issue with helping people like him who don't deserve help because they're not helping themselves. And as much less when I offer help over and over and he doesn't accept it and doesn't even acknowledge it. You understand? In other words, what I'm saying is Cyrax is the new Pamela Anderson. He's a diva pitch, okay? And he's not giving up the pussy. And I don't know what I got to do. I don't know if I got to take him to a Red Lobster 4-course meal, okay? But I'm gonna hit that Cyrax.
What the hell?
I'm a mush, or what do they call it? I'm a beat Cyrax. I'm a beat. You know, because this is the game now. I mean, look at all the dudes online. They think that they win something if they're emasculated. They think that they win something if they act like a woman. The more that they act like a female, the more they feel they win with me. Have you ever noticed that? When I interact with these supposed men on these networks and even in real life. Go ahead.
So I didn't say anything, but this is what they call transgender. Even if you didn't explicitly say it, I knew exactly what you were saying about that they're being transgender. So that's another part of it. But
wait. See, this is the thing, man. These people flip flop. Burger Boy, you got to pick a position, man. You just came in here yesterday. You were acting like you were a supporter, and you're mad because I don't let people who are haters then turn around and support me. I don't let you be weak and two-faced. Don't get mad at me and start trying to put me down. You can't speak on me. Wait, let me finish. You can't speak on me. I got fans all over the world. Okay? You can't just come to me and tell me you're not everything you are. So right now, Burger Boy's hurt, which is why if you look at his comment here, I'm gonna literally show y'all how smart I am. What does this comment have? The word, which word is a key word in this comment on the screen? Tell me, Person. Which word did I just say? Which word is in? No. Out of the comment on the screen, pick one word out of that. What word was I talking about? Which word explains what Burger Boy is?
Damn it, I didn't pay attention to the comments. So
hurts. He's Read the comment. Read the comment. It says, did you just say that Cyrax hurt your feelings? Now, what does that show that he's focused on? Why do they type so fast? Because they're hurt. But see, I'm not the cause of your pain. I'm not who hurt you. Your daddy and your mommy hurt you when they did whatever to you. It has nothing to do with us. So keep that in your corner, in your drug haven, and leave it out of my show. And we'll get along better. You know, these aren't difficult issues, but if you keep pushing, you're going to keep getting made to look silly and exposed. See, this is the thing, Burger Boy. You don't win anything by getting swallowed whole over here like you just did. You lose. So see, you're not going to get any girl and food hang off this. You're not going to get anything. You're like Poon Handler. You've never seen Poon in your life. Okay, Poon Handler couldn't lasso Poon. If you gave him Wonder Woman and the entire fucking Legion of Doom all together in one, he can't do it. He's huge. He's like a blimp stadium within a human being. Okay? So you're the same way, Burger Boy. I mean, if I have to run around the internet calling myself...
If you can explain that to me, please
my
do.
name was Sir Hamburger for a minute, but that's a lot cooler than Burger Boy. Okay? So I'm just saying, If I ran around the internet calling myself Burger Boy so that I could try to get attention, I probably would hate my life too. And on that note, Kirsten, is it okay if I play a song after I read my honey's comments here? Is that okay? And then we'll continue.
Well, I'm okay with that. So we'll just do your thing.
I'm cracking up right now. This is hilarious. All right, let me see what she said. So he is completely delusional and just super weird. Strange little dude. Talking about Cyrax, I think. But he just wants to be left alone to make his ears splitting. I'm not being rough. But that's the truth. And we support Cyrax making his garbage. Honestly, I'm not even just trying to be funny. I'm being honest. We don't support cyberbullying in any way. We've been against it the whole time. And these people think that if they get on their channels and talk and repeat my words, that somehow that makes it valid. You can't just say words. The intention has to be there. I've done nothing but try to help Cyrax. Okay, the reason why I'm pissed off at Cyrax is because he's being weak. Kind of like my issue with everybody. Okay? My issue with all of you is that you're being weak. And I don't like weakness. I'm trying to stop weakness out of your blood, and y'all are not letting me do that. So you're trying to hurt me. Well, you can hurt me all you want, but I like pain. So that puts us at a little bit of a predicament, don't you think? I don't mind suffering. I've suffered my whole life. It's part of living. It might be the difference between you and I that I embrace the fact that life is suffering and that you don't. And that I think suffering is beautiful. It makes you who you are. Okay? I mean, you got to think. Have y'all noticed that my attraction factor, I'm like the LL Cool J of this shit right now. Okay? I'm licking my lips at you, bitch. There's a reason for that. And I think it has a lot to do with what I always said when I was younger, that I saw a lot of beauty in struggle and pain and in strength. And I think that a lot of women see that. And I think that's what we should get back to as a society, is appreciating the opposite sex, appreciating each other, and appreciating a man's struggle. Because what that man goes through is what makes him a man. And this is why I hate y'all, as far as a lot of these bitches. Because y'all don't support that man. You go, you cheat on him, you don't wait for him, you treat him like dog shit, you try to emasculate him. All this basically explains what that Jennifer psycho, what she does to everyone, not just me, to anyone, because she's butthurt. Has nothing to do with me. So, like I said, other people's actions are their actions. They take responsibility, attribute to them, and make them take responsibility. Instead of having enablers, flying monkeys, try to have you be invisible. No, you got to own up to what you do. And we know what you do. You can lie all you want, like you did to my face. We know you're a piece of garbage. You can either fix it, or you can continue being miserable and being the bitter bitch that no one wants to play with in the sandbox. I mean, you got a big, nice sand shovel, but you can't even make a little sand bucket because Tyree left you. He don't want to play with you. No one wants to play with you. And I do genuinely feel bad for you. I feel sorry. I'm not here to make fun of you. I'm not happy about it. Like,
the real French Dose returns.
That's it. But that's the point, is that if you just weren't such a horrible person, if you had a heart, we would feel sorry for you. And people would embrace you with love, and people did love you, and they give you nothing but love, just like with Ashes. And we embraced y'all, and then y'all went against that, and then you feel like somehow the people who hate you and are dragging you down and ruining your life, that teaming up with them to try to ruin mine is somehow getting back at me for what? For being nice to you? I'm not who hurt you. Clearly those people did. Feel me? Hold on a minute, because we got another typer. Because this is what they do, because they're mad at the truth. It doesn't take away from what I'm saying. Okay, hold on real quick. I'm going to go through these comments, then we're going to play a song, and then we'll continue. Or let me just play the song first, and then I'll continue with Christina and Kirsten. So
yes.
Great show right now. But let me do this real quick. I want to hear some music, that's all, because I'm glad y'all can hear it in the headphones. It makes it a lot easier for me, because I can do do this a lot easier now. So let me get this song going.
Good. I've been waiting for a moment here where I could just move forward. Honestly, it gets to be a grind after a while. But I love it. Nothing better than being here with you on Negative 43.
Okay, now apparently my phone is dying because this damn outlet doesn't want to work right, or I'm trying to use the computer one right now. I'll fix that in a minute. Here, I have another song I want to play real quick. Christina always drops some truth bombs, though. I do want to look at those real quick while I let this load. Said if you have put the word poon in your name, it's because you haven't had any since it had you. Just saying. Nice. It said the best, and the most beautiful real growth comes from struggle and pain. Nothing worthwhile comes from easy or comfortable. Right. And I think that's why these people hate me. I think they hate me because they ain't me. They hate us because they ain't us personally. And I'm not kidding. And it's obvious. And I always wondered why. And I still wonder why. And I think that has a lot to do with it. I think it's the fact that no matter whether I've got teeth, whether I've got anything, I think that they know I have something they don't. That's hard. I have the will to push forward, and it's undying my will for life and life force, and they don't have that. And I think that's what they really hate the most. You know, these are people who struggle to get out of bed in the morning. These people are miserable. And the thing is, they got supplements for that and shit. They got classes. They got therapeutic sessions. And that's where y'all should be going, is to a counselor, not to YouTube. So see, Burger Boy, it's not me who has the problem. My name ain't Burger Boy. Yours is, homo. Just saying. I'm not a hater. I'm not weak. Hate is a weak emotion. You're a hater. Y'all call yourself haters. Who's proud of that? Y'all ain't cool. You don't love each other. You don't take care of each other. Y'all don't even see each other. You call these people your friends, but most of y'all never seen each other and never will. They never spent time together. Let's be real. I mean, if they said they are part of the hating clan, then why do they deny it like this crazy one? And then why, if they're so proud of it, how come they spend time with the dude they hate on and want to be on my jockstrap, but they don't spend time with the bitches that they hate with? Because they're miserable around each other.
Yes, hatred spares no one.
Right, and they're happy around me, and it's just sad. It's sad that people can't just let life be. You know, you notice how y'all shape everything to please other people. I don't. You just live your life. If you feel something, you should say it and you should act upon it. If you whatever is coming from your heart is what you should follow and be. But the one thing I'm not going to do ever again is deal with liars, because I'm tired of people looking me in my eyes and lying to my face and living out of spite and then thinking, yeah, I'm showing you. Showed me what? How weak you are? That's what you showed me. I'm being real, because they've done this the entire time. That's been the whole issue. They put a chip on their shoulder, and they can't woman up or man up and woman up and say to my face, hey, look, this is my issue with you, because they know that their issue is not valid. And that's just sad. Now, let me play this song here. We'll continue.
Yes.
All right, I think this is it.
All right, let's move this garbage forward. Still moving up. The circle of death still moving up. Oh, I just love that. There we go.
Yes,
we're
I can hear
actually
you.
almost done.
I was looking for the document.
What kind of document? Are you taking
Document.
unnecessary homelessness?
No. The documents, anything that is pertaining to AH and JD, you would probably know that those initials, who I'm referring to. Amber Heard. God damn it, don't even get me started on that.
Oh, fuck that trial, man. My story is more important than that. Here, wait, I want to play this.
You just heard that. Tyree Sneed's story is, in his opinion, more relevant, more important than the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. Takes all kinds to make a world, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The circle of death is so entertaining. Rich Baritone had such a great stream tonight. There was a circle that kept going around. It was great.
As much as I hate admitting it, I am somewhat pessimistic, but that's why not. But I don't overly talk negative things about not what I want. I try to avoid what we said about it.
Thank you, DZ. I will be looking for that shortly. Far too generous of you, sir.
Well, I was going to say this to you, Tyree, is the fact that when people do talk behind my back, and I wasn't going to say that, I'm being blunt, straight to the point, no nonsense type of guy. If they don't want to cooperate with me, so be it. They not only do they cut me off, they also lose my respect forever. That's what recently happened with my friend, ex-friend. That's what I can tell you. And honestly, I'm an unforgiving type of guy that if they make a major fuck up on their part, sorry, that's where I would not give them a second chance, even if they do read the Bible stuff. That's where they're duplicitous. I rest my case on that. So, do you have any regards to that? Well, do you have anything that you want to say that what I just said here?
I just want to say, fuck Burger Boy. That's all I have to say right now.
Oh, I mean, that's straight to the point. A man with few words. That's what I think. That's what you say, even after what I just said about it.
Yeah, I'm tired right now, Kursal. That's part of it too.
Oh, I'm not gonna argue with that.
I can't believe it. See, I got two things of headphones. I lost the cord for the Bluetooth, and then I got a cord.
Thank you, DZ.
It's just so weird how shit happens for a reason. Because now the cord ones, they work where y'all can hear what I'm listening to.
Mm-hmm.
Which is perfect for what I need, because what we're trying to do is make some music for everybody live, and I'm probably going to be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, that's pretty fucking cool. Then I can do my little live performances for everybody, and that's basically it. Have fun. Try to not let these people ruin our fun, because that's all they're trying to do is just like literally like throw a wrench in everything I'm doing, and I'm not gonna let them. If it's this much of a fight to just be expressing myself, that's illegal, number one. But number two, we're gonna keep fighting. Period. Because that must mean that it's worth something. That must mean that it means something.
Strangely enough, the way he was expressing himself was in fact illegal. Imagine that.
Must mean that what I'm doing is really important if it affects people this deeply on this major of a scale. So everything happens for a reason. We don't know it at the time, right?
She's correct. Can I just say this angle that you're in? That's a damn good one. You should definitely take a picture of you sitting in the bus while there's a sun going on there, and that's actually a good position there because it's early in the morning.
Yeah, I can't see myself. I look very dark.
Well, I actually can't see you as far as I know, because I'm capable of seeing through the darkness.
It's a little better. Not really.
Okay, that's.
Can't see it, again. I'm coming
Because-
in order.
Damn, because the sun is
Fantastic.
because the sun is blaring through it. Well, it's no surprise there. But yeah, definitely take a picture even while you're in the bus to have that even in the more early in the morning. So that's something that I like about the landscape.
Yeah.
Landscape is my kind of thing. When you travel, well, most of us do travel. Don't get me wrong. The landscape is part of what I want to see. If I want to take a picture of myself traveling, right, if there's early in the morning, then I will definitely take a picture of with heartbeat. No way.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you're more than welcome to do that. Can we please advertise my new channel as well, people? Can all of you go subscribe to this one because I'm live on 3 channels right now. I just paid for StreamYard again, so we need some donations, and I haven't gotten any. But yeah, that's my other channel that I'm going to get into play here, and I'm building a company called this. Not even making LLC, and it's to give, like relationship, dating advice, counseling, all that type of shit.
Yes.
To give guys game is what I want to do, but like I want to really do it. I don't want to pimp them and lie like the rest of them are doing online. I want to really teach men how to talk, how to carry yourself, because do I not have that curse on? I mean, I think I've proven that.
The way you have carried yourself with women has you in deep legal trouble. It's true.
Yeah, you have proved that. Yeah. Well, I think my time is up. Oh yes, one last thing. I should have mentioned this before. I got myself a brand new mouse because my old one that is a bit bulkier per se, and I was able to shift it around left and right through my fingers. That's a bit flexible, but it's starting to lose itself because the cable is, well, should I say, it's losing itself every time I try to work on something. And let's just say it's a bit janky. So I brought myself a new mouse for free.
That's okay. I mean, Burger Boy's shaft is janky, you can't. Tries to throw it out, he detaches it. It's a detachable shaft.
Sure.
It doesn't work right. It's all janky and shit. Oh, you scared me, bro. I thought you were porn bombing me. Holy shit. Give me a minute. That scared the shit out of me.
That's the brand new mic I said that I got it for free. It was supposed to be sold at some price, but they let me to have it for free. They let me to have this mic for free. So this one is a gaming one.
What a profile there, huh?
And it's actually does glow in the dark. So that's a good thing. So that's all I can say. I apologize if I did scare you because you thought I was going to porn, but no, I'm not that guy. No, I'm not that guy. So
yeah, you scared me shitless for real. Like, yeah, you caught me off guard there. I didn't know you were going to do that. It's all good.
Yeah.
Cyrex Live. I don't know what he's talking about. Probably. That's Cyrex to me. But here, I have another song real quick.
Actually, before you do, I'm just going to take my leave, and I hope you have a good day because the early morning is the best one. You should have that. Take a picture of yourself through the landscape, and you have it. That's it. I'm going to cut it off right there.
I mean, or you can take it, but yeah, just hit me up in the email. I don't know about the Discord. I don't really know if I want to be on there, but you can just email me.
I can always just email you. I could always just email you, see if I could actually get you on.
Yeah, and you're always welcome to come here, of course. So.
Yes, I'm all.
Negasonic middle-aged dickhead joins us late to the party, but what the heck? You made it to the party anyway. Welcome. Say hi.
And you're always welcome to be in my circle, though. It doesn't really matter because I've earned you our friendship. That's the only saving grace that you have. Then
I agree. You were not in control of Allah. Was not earn my friendship yet. She has a long way to go.
Yes. Now that being said, I will. Yeah. That being said, I'll hit you up on an email. I will always hit you up for actually, or because I'm always on there on Discord. So that's all that it is, and perhaps we shall see you again another time. So that being said, you have a good day, and hope we'll see you again next time through email or Discord. It doesn't really matter.
All right.
See you.
All right. Much love. All right. Let's see.
All right, and this stream this evening closes with a few final glimpses of Tyree Sneed in his bat mask sunglasses combination. It's worth watching. A grown man, ladies and gentlemen, a grown fucking man. Is he staring at the sun or the trees? I wonder. One more time with a bat mask. Not anymore, he's not.
I need another song. What the fuck?
All right, at this point, I am going to call it a show. The rest of this stream is nothing but him listening to music. And if I played the last live stream that I do have in this playlist, we would be here, or should I say, I would be here until 12:30, and I think most people here are probably going to go back to work tomorrow. So a couple of notes before, as Kursan would say, I take my leave. The first note is, again, if you are going to send mail to Tyree Sneed, don't use your own address. Better yet, use his mother's address. If somebody would leave that in the comments after the stream is completed, why, that's going to make that just so much faster and easier for everybody involved. as far as any programming notes that I may have. There are a couple of things that I am working on, and one thing I am waiting on. We're going to have a major event here eventually, I hope. But if that doesn't happen between now and then, I'll be back sometime next week with some sort of bullshit. Thank you, everybody. I am Rich Baritone. This is Negative 43 KUNT-TV. And until the next time, I'll talk to you.